Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. Today, we're going to take a look at a few different things where it exposes that these cops are absolute jackboot thugs. They can't deny it, they can't hide it. It's on camera. Everything's on camera now. Everybody hit the like button, if you would, pretty please, with sugar and cherries on top. Today, I'm going to show you guys some videos where you're going to see exactly that the cops can no longer hide exactly the jackboot thug pigs that they are. Do me a favor, type down in that comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. We don't miss. We don't miss. And I guess before I get going here, I'll just make one tiny little announcement. Last night and this morning, we mailed off all the 5A cop cards and all the trifolds. So let's get into this video a little bit. Let's check this out. I'm going to come back in a minute and hit the like button, OTVO, in the comment section, and watch this story.
Hey, before I'm stepping out of traffic, get lucky. Don't walk up to my car, please. What? Don't walk up to my car, please. Hey, man, you can't drive through the parking lot like that. Get your insurance. Any weapons to worry about? Or did you catch my traffic?
Yes, sir. Have you on traffic?
Robert John Lincoln, 4732, Robert 4732, copy 27.
Sorry.
1441 65 88 1441 65 88. Is there any particular reason why you felt you needed to come through the parking lot like that?
I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
Hold on a minute. Go back here. When a jackboot thug pig pulls up to you and starts speaking, you don't speak back. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Is there any particular reason why you felt you needed to come through the parking lot like that?
I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
It just to be confirmed on Robert.
I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
I mean, you
all
looked
I'm
around.
doing is coming to get gas.
Yeah. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or
You asked me, do you want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir.
Normally, people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
Through the parking spaces is the direct.
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man. As soon as you cut in front of her like that, I was like looking, and I watched it happen. So
I come here every day. There's almost never, ever anybody. You were sitting there this morning. Now, last week for about 3 days, someone was parking there. But if I come here 365 days a year, which I do, there's someone sitting there maybe 10 times. So there's never, ever a car there. So, yeah, I go through there because it's the straight path from the way to here, which is what you're going to see everybody else doing. But, I mean, I hear you, man. I got it. To you, it looked like I was going fast. To me, I thought I was going even slower than normal because I didn't want to get too close to you.
Put a 1 in the chat if you know he shouldn't have said any of that. He shouldn't have said a single solitary word of that. None of it. He's explaining himself to the pig's job is to arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon, steal your money.
thank you. Okay, sit tight for 1 second. You can fill up your car. Go ahead and fill up your car. Okay. So
You see those emergency lights on in the, hold on, take a look. Okay, you can see right here. See where the cursor is? On the side of the gas pump here, you can see that this jackboot thug pig has his emergency lights on. That is your clue to not say a single solitary word to him. Not a word.
So
I'm not kidding you either, man. I come here every day, dude.
look, I'm not.
I send pictures of my wife the price of the gas here every day when I come through.
Okay, look.
So anyway,
Here's the deal, man. Okay.
Here's the deal. You heard it here first. Here's the deal.
I'm not gonna go back and forth and all that. I'm not gonna write you tickets, but I'm not writing you tickets right now. Okay, otherwise you would be received
for what? What did the citation? I'm just curious.
disregarding traffic control device.
On private property?
Yes.
Okay.
You still can't do that. It's still illegal.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna write you a ticket.
I hear you, man. I understand.
I don't appreciate the attitude. Two,
He doesn't appreciate the attitude. You're the one who has pulled him over for no reason. For no reason at all. You made up that he was reckless driving, wasn't, and then you said he had an attitude.
I get it. You're upset. Nobody likes cops pulling them. Nobody
Well, then you understand, so leave him alone.
likes it. Okay, but you know you did wrong.
You know you did wrong.
We'll cut through the parking lot, and instead of being like, "Oh yeah, I messed up. Sorry, it won't happen again," you want to sit here and go back to it.
You should never say that. Listen to what this jackboot thug pig told him to say.
And instead of being like, "Oh yeah, I messed up. Sorry, it won't happen again," you want to sit here and go back and forth with me, right?
He's so blown away because he's done nothing wrong. Just wait.
A lot better things than this to be doing for you.
You're right. I was working on a
you
report.
Can be over here. I mean, there's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the
You want to go to jail?
So
you want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
You can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
That is definitely a waste of my time. Okay, but the attitude is not necessary.
I agree.
That's on your part, sir. I haven't been rude to you at all.
That's fine.
I have a kid. I can't be rude to you.
Okay. All right.
What's ironic is that pig didn't know that exactly what he's saying actually came back to bite him in the butt.
I will get in trouble. You go file a complaint.
You don't get in trouble, dude. He didn't even lose his job for this. He just got taken off the street.
On my behavior, they will decide whether or not to get me in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. We're good, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make sure that I'm there all the time. If I see it happen again, then we'll go from there. Okay.
He just keeps on escalating it. He says, "We're good, man." The guy backs down completely. He doesn't want to have an altercation with the pig. And then the pig just escalates it again. He says, "I'm going to go sit over there every day. And if you drive through like that again," listen.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. We're good, man.
We're good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make sure that I'm there all the time. If I see it happen again, then we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll look that law up on private property too. I don't believe you'd have the authority to do anything here on this part like that.
I could also take you to jail for Class B reckless driving. Or Class A reckless driving. Because you did almost hit that car.
I didn't almost hit anybody. I was nowhere near. There's cameras everywhere. You can do what you want to do, Harold. I can't stop you. If you
He called him Harold.
want to be this way, then that's up to you. I'm trying to be a reasonable
Are you having
person.
a bad day, sir?
think
Is there a reason why you're acting
I'm having a bad day because
you're
doing this to me.
Have I raised my voice
There
to
it
you at all,
is.
sir? You're the only one who's getting upset.
I'm
Of
upset
course,
because I
he's
think
being
this is
targeted.
ridiculous. I think this whole thing is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
What do you specifically think is ridiculous?
That we're even talking about nothing happened. And here we are talking, and you're threatening to take me down. And so I'm getting upset.
Threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat. You're threatening me under color of law now to take something on property, which I don't believe you even have the authority to do.
Terms, sir.
So that line right there, right here.
I understand.
I don't appreciate the attitude. too. I get it. You're upset. Nobody likes cops pulling up on them. Nobody likes it. Okay, but you know you did wrong. You know you're not supposed to cut through the parking lot. And instead of being like, "Oh yeah, I messed up. Sorry, it won't happen again," you want to sit here and go back and forth with me, right?
There's a lot better things than this to be doing for you.
You're right. I was working on a
you
report.
Can be over here. There's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
You want to go to jail?
So,
For what?
You want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
He threatens to take him to jail. For what?
You can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
That is definitely a waste of my time. Okay, but the attitude is not necessary.
I agree.
Okay, so he says the attitude is not necessary, and he said, I agree. I'm breaking this down because I already watched this earlier.
That's on your part, sir.
That's on your part. You have an attitude because I harassed you.
Rude to you at all.
Put a 1 in the chat if the cop has the attitude. Put a 1 in the chat if the cop is a jackboot thug pig.
That's fine.
I have a camera on. I can't be rude to you.
Okay.
Load of crap.
All right.
Load of
I will
crap.
get in trouble. You go file a complaint. Based on my behavior, they will decide whether or not to get me in trouble.
I'm not worried about that. We're good, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make sure that I'm there all the time. If I see it happen again, then we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll look that law up. I'll probably too. I don't believe you'd have the authority to do anything here on this parking lot like that.
I could also take you to jail for Class B reckless driving.
That's it right there. That's why I came back here. Did you hear what he said? So right here.
Okay.
So this guy flexes his rights, and that triggers this pig, and he's going to get arrested. Listen, here is why you don't talk to these pigs, unless, of course, you want them to put you in torture cuffs because they can. There's no third party to come in and investigate. It'll be cops investigating cops. Listen to these words right here.
We'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'll look that law up. I'll probably too. I don't believe you'd have the authority to do anything here on this parking lot like that.
I could also take you to jail for Class B reckless driving.
Okay.
Or Class A reckless driving.
There it is right there. There it is right there. The moment that he said, hey, everybody, welcome to Delete Laws. My name is ChilleDeCastro. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I've been doing this for a long time on YouTube for the past couple years. If I'm ever not here, please check my website, deletelaws.com, to find out where I'm streaming from. We cannot trust these social media companies. Within every single social media company is the FBI and the CIA. They're demonetizing and shadow banning most of my videos now. It's really horrible. So the way that you can help that is to drop a like, a comment, and a share, and share these videos with your friends and family. So I want to show you guys something. I got in the 5 cop cards. I sent off hundreds of 5 cop cars yesterday and today. So right now, let me give you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away 2 of these 5A cop cards right now. The hard copy, I'm going to give 2 of these cards away right this second to the next 2 people who go to my website and purchase anything. I don't care what you get, because right here, if this man had followed my cop card, it says, number 1, cop cited, start filming and say, I invoke my First Amendment right. Then number 2, cop approaches and states alleged infraction or questions you. While filming, you say, and you have to give them all required documents, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The Fifth Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses his qualified immunity for questioning you any further. Do you see that? That's how it works. You have to have my 5A cop card on you so that you can show the copper, and then you can show the camera that you showed the copper. Someone asked earlier, how do we get around qualified immunity? You show him the right that I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If he continues to question you, then what happens? It's so absolutely insane to me that people are continuing to answer these questions, and I don't understand it. I teach you guys every day, day in, day out, that you have to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Okay, so let me give you the last number I have. The last number I have is for Tyshawn 638. The next 2 people who order anything from my website, deletelaws.com, I'm going to send you both the 5A cop card and the non-driver card. The 5A cop card and the non-driver card. Go to deletelaws.com. And then also what I'll do is during this live stream, if you get anything from my website, absolutely anything, I don't care what you get, if you get anything, go to deletelaws.com, a trifold, a 5A cop card, a poster, an ebook. I will then email you on the back end right now absolutely everything I sell for free. But right now, this is a giveaway. I'm going to give away 2 of these 5A cop cards right now. Non-driver and driver cop card to the next 2 people who purchase anything from my website. You're going to get the driver and the 5A cop card, the next 2 people. And the reason I'm giving so many of these cards away, I think we gave away like 62 cards yesterday, is because I want people to have them. I want you to have this for Christmas. I want you to have this. And oh, by the way, everything's going to be shipped twice as fast now, twice as fast. So the last order number that I have is going to be 638, and that's going to be from Tyshawn. And the next 2 people after Tyshawn's order number 638, I'm going to check the back end, and then I'm going to mail you in the mail these 2 cards, driver and non-driver. Driver and non-driver. All right, I just want to try to give as many of these away as I can during the live stream. I'm giving away about 10 of these cards a day, maybe a little less, maybe 7 or 8, somewhere in there. And we gave away quite a few yesterday, over 60. So I'm looking forward to giving some more away today. Thanks for coming.
Because you did almost hit that car.
I didn't almost hit anybody. I was nowhere near. There's cameras everywhere. You can do what you want to do, Harold. I can't stop you. If you want to be this way, then that's up to you. I'm trying to be reasonable.
Are you having a bad day, sir?
think
Is there a reason why you're acting
I'm
like
having a bad day because
you're
doing this to me.
Have I raised my voice to you at all, sir? You're the only one who's getting upset.
I'm upset because I think this is ridiculous. I think this whole thing is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
What do you specifically think is ridiculous?
That we're even talking about nothing happened. And here we are talking. You're threatening to take me to jail.
No,
and so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat. You're threatening me under color of law now to take something on private property, which I don't believe you even have the authority to do.
It's a dictionary term, sir.
Okay.
It comes from black laws.
No, it's not. It's a Class A misdemeanor for you to threaten or arrest me over something that you know is not really true. But that's okay.
What's the penal code on that, sir?
Trust me. That's okay.
Trust you.
Okay.
We're
good.
Trust you.
We're good.
I don't feel like we are. I feel like this is this is a problem.
How's it a problem?
I feel like you're going to continue to commit these behaviors that are unsafe and put people at risk.
So
you don't feel like you did anything wrong.
Something that's possible they may do in the future. So now we're playing Jean-Claude Van Damme future cop, and you need to stop me from something I may do in the future. That's now your position. You're feeling like you should take action because maybe sometime in the future I might possibly continue to do something. Come on.
What is the law designed to do, sir?
I just want you guys to realize all this talking is slowly but surely digging his grave, and he's going to go to the dungeon in torture cuffs.
I know you want compliance. I know you want voluntary compliance. I know you want voluntary compliance.
Okay, let me put you in one minute.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that. You hear the click, 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 getting put in torture cuffs.
Black hat. The other male's going to be a little bit older with a black shirt, black boots, sitting pants. Just kicked in the front door.
We'll do this a different way then.
Do it a different way where your ego can put him in the dungeon and it's totally unfair.
Injury on my left arm.
Would you like 2 sets of handcuffs?
No, my head hurts.
Okay, we can do 2
There's a big
sets of
scar
handcuffs.
right there, God.
I know, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs. Well, sir, I'm concerned that you're going to continue to do this unsafe behavior. So
wow. Look at I just want to show this again real quick. Take a look at that. And just so you know, the Supreme Court has said you're not arrested. You're only being detained. His wrists are shackled behind his back. His shoulders are burning. He just said he needs 2 sets of cuffs because his shoulders hurt. And now they're putting him inside of a cage, shutting the door and strapping him in. But you're not arrested yet. The Supreme Court changed the meaning of the word seized to detained. Can't use the word seized. You're only detained. Look at that. What a shithole. Look at that. Look at his face, the guy who's being stuffed into the dungeon. Look at him. He's like, oh my God, you're going to put me in there?
I have no water. Okay. You want 2 sets of handcuffs?
This hurts, man. It hurts.
I can do 2 sets of handcuffs.
I cannot believe that you're doing this, dude.
Well, I mean, it didn't have to go this way.
No, it never did. None of this ever had
You talked.
to happen. I don't believe.
Okay, well, I disagree with you.
Okay, I know.
What would you like me to do with your car? You want to call somebody or do I tow it?
Do we really need to do this, Harold?
I mean, I didn't think we did.
I didn't think we did either, sir. Man.
This is unbelievable. This is the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista that allows this to happen.
Okay, but I mean, you wanted to sit here and argue with me about what I observed with my own eyes. Okay, I'll go get a copy of the video.
I didn't think we were close, Harold, at all. I didn't
Not
think
me.
I was close
You
to
didn't
anyone.
hit. Almost
you're talking about the white truck.
Vehicle. Yes, you even know what truck I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What? I didn't think we were close, sir. I really didn't.
no, you were.
So in Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, the case from 2001, this is going to be a case where a woman's arrested for not wearing her seatbelt. And let's get into the facts of the case real quick so you understand why this gentleman can get arrested. Facts of the case: under Texas law, it's a misdemeanor punishable at only a fine, either for a front seat passenger in a car equipped with safety belts not to wear one, or for the driver to fail to secure any small child riding in the front. In 1997, Gail Atwater was driving her truck in Lago Vista. Neither of Atwater's children who were sitting in the front seat was wearing a seatbelt. Lago Vista policeman Bart Turek observed the violation and pulled over Atwater. Ultimately, Atwater was handcuffed, placed in jail, and released on bond. Atwater then filed a lawsuit against Turk's actions that had violated her Fourth Amendment right to be free of unreasonable searches and seizures. In granting the summary judgment, the district court ruled that the claim meritless. In affirming, the en banc court of appeals held that the arrest was not unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment because no one disputed that Turek had probable cause to arrest Atwater. And there was no evidence the arrest was conducted in an extraordinary manner, unusually harmful to Atwater's privacy interests. So the constitutional question is, does the Fourth Amendment, either by incorporating common law restrictions on misdemeanor arrests or otherwise, limit a cop's authority to arrest without a warrant for a minor criminal offense? No. I want to read that to you one more time so you truly understand what I just said. Does the Fourth Amendment, and these are the people who are supposed to defend our civil liberties. Their whole job is to uphold our civil rights. That's their entire job. And right here, it says that does the Fourth Amendment, either by incorporating common law restrictions or misdemeanor arrests, does the Fourth Amendment limit a cop's authority to arrest without warrant for a minor criminal offense? Does it limit it? No. No. And take a look by ideology. Conservatives, there's your conservative Supreme Court personnel. There they are, right there. You're seeing it. Almost always conservatives screw us at the Supreme Court. Almost always. They're mostly all copsuckers. No, in a 5-4 opinion delivered by David Souter, the court held that the Fourth Amendment does not forbid a warrantless arrest for a minor criminal offense, such as a misdemeanor seatbelt violation punishable by only a fine. If the cop has probable cause to believe that an individual has committed even a very minor criminal offense in his presence, he may, without violating the Fourth Amendment, arrest the offender. Justice Souter for the court, Sandra Day O'Connor dissenting's opinion, so Souter wrote it, piece of shit that he is. Sandra Day O'Connor, dissenting opinion, argued that the court's decision neglects the Fourth Amendment's express command in the name of administrative ease, and thus cloaks the pointless indignity that Gail Atwater suffered with the mantle of reasonableness. I mean, these people, Sandra Day O'Connor, David Souter, you have absolutely nothing in common with them. Nothing. You guys don't do the same things. You guys don't go to the same parties. You don't drink the same alcohol. You don't go to the same events. You have nothing in common with these people. These people are appointed for life, And what do they do once they get in there? Well, conservative Supreme Court personnel are cop suckers to the max. And by the way, O'Connor is a conservative as well. She voted with the 3 liberals on the left. Souter's supposed to be a liberal, but he's sided with the conservatives that cops can arrest you for even the most minor infraction. The Fourth Amendment does not forbid a warrantless arrest for a minor criminal offense, such as a misdemeanor seatbelt violation, only by a fine punishable. If an officer has probable cause to believe, not even probable cause, just probable cause to believe, that's how far the Supreme Court has ruined our rights. If the officer has probable cause to believe that an individual has committed even a very minor criminal offense in his presence, he may, without violating the Fourth Amendment, arrest the offender. The Supreme Court is working against us constantly. I want you guys to be aware of it. Constantly.
Just sit here and argue with me about what I observed with my own eyes. Okay, I'll go get a copy.
He has probable cause to believe. Remember, just so you know, this guy was not reckless driving. We're going to see a video of that in a second. But the cop says he believes what he saw with his own eyes. He's literally invoking Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. Probable cause to believe, not probable cause.
We did use the Ciroc then.
Okay, but I mean, you wanted to sit here and argue with me about what I observed with my own eyes. Okay, I'll go get a copy of the video.
I didn't think we were close, Harold, at all. I didn't
Not
think
me.
I was close
You
to
didn't
anyone.
hit.
No, you're talking about the white truck.
Vehicle. Yes, you even know what truck I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What? I didn't think we were close, sir. I really didn't.
no, you were very close. They had to slam on their brakes. I watched it happen. Okay, you came flying through the parking lot.
He's lying.
Okay. So what are we gonna do about the
I
car?
didn't think I was going that far.
You certainly were, sir. You definitely were. Okay. You definitely were. Okay. So what are we gonna do with the car?
And this is what really frustrates so many people who hate cops. Now you have to work with this cop so that your wife or your child can come and get your car as you're being taken to a dungeon.
I don't want to tell it because that'd be being a real dick, and I'm trying not to be the dick. Okay. Well,
What did he just say?
I don't want to tell it because that'd be being a real dick, and I'm trying not to be the dick.
Put a 1 in the chat if this cop is a dick beyond the pale. What a freaking dick.
Okay. What would you like me to do with the car, sir? I'm going to ask one more time, and then I'm going to have to have it towed.
Can we back this down, dude? Can we cool off here, please? I'm sorry. I will.
You have forced my hand at this point.
will.
He's forced his hand.
If I don't go and see this through to its conclusion, I know you're going to go to the police department and file a complaint on me. Now, the complaint's not going to do anything because I have it all on video. Everything is recorded. I don't talk to anyone in the public unless I have my camera on. Okay?
I'm not going to go complain to Carol at all. I'm just a little upset because I really, honestly...
Sir, I watched it happen. I was working on a report. I definitely have better things to do.
I didn't think that I did anything, Harold.
He doesn't have better things to do.
Didn't think I did anything.
Well,
and it was very frustrating.
People don't think that. But I explained it to you, and then you wanted to argue with me.
Because I didn't think I did anything, Harold.
I know I look young. This is not my first day on the job, sir. I promise.
It's nothing to do with any of that. I didn't think I did anything.
You almost hit that white truck.
I agree with you that that's what you think. Then there's nothing I can do to change your point of view.
It's going to be on the cameras. I'm going to get copies of it.
I didn't think I did anything. It was frustrating for me to try to explain to you that I didn't think that I did anything and you're not hearing me.
I hear you, sir. I disagree with you. So what do we want to do with the truck or with the car?
I'll have to call my wife, I guess.
Okay, well, let's call her. Where's your phone?
It's well, it's in my pocket. I just got through sending her the message about the.
Okay. Well, how about I'm gonna give you another set of handcuffs because, like I said, I understand if you get home. Let me stick this thing right here.
What am I being arrested for, Harold?
Disregarding traffic control device. Because a reckless driving charge is a much, much higher charge, and
He's such a nice guy, not giving him a reckless driving charge. What a nice guy he is. Thank God for him, huh?
again, like I said, I don't want to be that big of a dick.
I don't want to be that big of a dick as he's arresting him for
just
nothing. Insane.
Get your phone out.
Taking him out of the torture cuffs. Seems to be just fine not being in torture cuffs. He's not running off anywhere. So if you know he's not going to run off.
Firearms in the car I need to know about anything like that?
No, I don't do anything.
Okay. Well, it's not illegal to have a firearm, sir.
True.
I have multiple ones in
I understand.
various cars.
31
Can you loosen this one, please?
We can.
Hey, I need you to come over here and get somebody to come pick up my car over here at Bucky's in Texas City. Texas City officer over here.
Can you repeat the first name?
I know.
Scott.
So
Correction, last name.
my car is going to be. You'll find it over here on the end. So yeah, I guess so. And then
I'll speak to her. We'll take your phone. I'll give her a call if you want me to.
I don't know what else. I need you to. You're gonna have to cover the work. Okay. All right. Hey, I'm gonna leave this phone in the car so that you can get calls. Okay. And then I don't know how we're gonna handle that. So
Listen to those cuffs
I'll
rattling.
get my other phone.
Hey, I'm not one in custody. Forget it. I'm over here.
One in custody.
Put your phone in the car for her. So
I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it.
there's another phone right there.
I'll get it. I'll take care of it.
Or you'll take care of
We'll
it.
put another one on so you're
You're
back
such
to
a
normal.
nice guy. Thank God for you, pig. Listen to that clanking. It's horrible.
Make it so it don't tighten up. Okay, have a seat.
Four-year Texas City Police veteran officer Scott Harrell claimed Chille was speeding and four-year Texas.
That's what the pig looks like right there. That's what that pig looks like. He peaked in 10th grade. He's such a douchebag.
City Police veteran officer Scott Harrell claimed Chille was speeding and disregarding a traffic control device.
Welcome back to my channel, Junior's News Network. This video has been making the rounds lately, and it caused an immediate commotion amongst the people of Texas City. Christopher Schull uploaded the body camera footage that he had between himself and Texas City police officer Scott Harrell, who has now been removed from street duty and is under investigation after this controversial traffic stop at a
Who cares if he's removed from street duty? He still has his pig certificate. He can go be a pig somewhere else, even if they fired him,
Bucky's
which they didn't fire him.
parking lot last month. The traffic stop lasted up to 23 minutes. Harrell initiated the stop, claiming Christopher Schull sped through the parking lot and cut through parking spaces. The situation escalated by Officer Harrell when he said he didn't like Schull's attitude. Police the subject.
My car. Yeah.
We saw this.
So you just gonna.
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir.
Normally, people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
Through the parking spaces is the direct.
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you
There's
almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man. As soon as you
almost
cut
hit
in front of me
anybody.
like that, I was like
Okay.
looking and I watched it happen. So
I come here every day. There's almost never, ever anybody. You were sitting there this morning. Now, last week for about 3 days, someone was parking there. But if I come here 365 days a year, which I do, there's someone sitting there maybe 10 times. So there's never, ever a car there. So, yeah, I go through there because it's the straight path. from the entryway to here, which is what you're going to see everybody else doing. But I mean, I hear you, man. I got it. To you, it looked like I was going fast. To me, I thought I was going even slower than normal because I didn't want to get too close to you.
Good.
I'll take control.
Thank you.
If Christopher Scholl had immediately pulled out his trifold and invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not talk to those jackboot thug pigs, he wouldn't have gone to jail. When you get pulled over, you take your camera, you film the cop, and then no matter what the cop says, you simply, and politely if you want to, I'm a little more aggressive, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's how you do it. That's what you do. That's the way you do it. Like this and like this. You have to say the words. Fifth Amendment, I invoke the right to remain silent. You have to actually say those words. I've showed you guys 10 times this week, Salinas versus Texas, 2013. The unelected, appointed, elitist monarchs on the Supreme Court are constantly working against us. You saw Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. You have to have the literature in your hand to go around their qualified immunity. You have to have the camera in your other hand to prove that you showed that you told him, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I'm going, where I've been, if I've been drinking. None of these things. Don't ask me if I have a gun. I'll take no tests. I agree to no searches and seizures. Use the address on my identification. Everything I need to provide is in the slip below. On your 5A cop card, it says right there, as soon as you get pulled over, cop cited, start filming. I invoke my First Amendment right to remain silent. Turner versus Driver upholds my right to film cops. Cop approaches and says anything. While filming, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. So why does that matter so much? Because the Supreme Court said, unelected monarchs said that we have to verbalize that we invoke our Fifth Amendment right. Now, you can get this one on my website. I'm going to give 2 away right now. I got the 2 winners right here. If you get this one from my website because you can't afford this one, or I give this to you for free, if you can't afford this, I will email it to you for free. I'll email anybody any of my products for free. I would appreciate if you purchase one thing, but that doesn't mean I can't send you an email with digital printouts, digital PDFs that you can print out. The only 2 differences between this card and this card is that this one I had manufactured. It's like a credit card. And this one right here, you print yourself at home. And if you follow this step by step and you use your camera, you'll be able to beat these jackboot thug pigs. That's how you do it. Let me announce the 2 winners real quick. I just gave away 2 of these cards. Let me tell you guys who won those cards. It's going to be Jeff640, Jeff P640. You won the 5A cop card and the non-driver card. I'm going to mail you both in the mail tomorrow, Jeff. And Colin 639. Oh, if you guys want to see the proof of it was after Tishon, let me just show you guys the proof just so that I can be as transparent as I can when I do giveaways and stuff, because I mailed out over 60 cards this morning for people who have won cards. So here is the proof of how Jeff and Colin won. I gave the next 2 people after Tayshawn the free cards. So let me show you guys the actual screenshot of that. So after Tayshawn, there it is. There's Tayshawn right there, 638, and there's Colin and there's Jeff. So these 2 people have won the 5A cop card, the Fifth Amendment cop card, driver and non-driver. Right on, dude. You got it. You received the email order with items download. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. And listen, y'all, there's no barrier to entry. You know, you don't have to give me a dime. I'll email you all my stuff for free. That's how rock solid serious I am about getting a trifold in every single car in America. The only thing is I need you to share the videos with your friends and family and teach them that they have to say the words, I invoke the Fifth Amendment to remain silent. And then what that does is if he continues to question you and you catch it on camera, then he loses his qualified immunity. You can sue him for asking you, is the address on your driver's license correct? You could sue him. He can't ask you another question. He can't ask you another question after you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. He can't. But it has to be on camera, and you have to state, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. After that, you now have control of that situation. You tell him, I told you I'm not going to answer questions. I told you I invoked my Fifth Amendment right. If you question me further, jackboot thug pig, you and I are going to federal court. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So don't wait. Hurry. I'll tell you what. I gave away 2 just now to Jeff and Colin. All right, let's do it again. I'm going to give away 10 cards over this live stream to 10 different people. So Jeff and Colin, you can't win again. But the next 2 people who order absolutely anything off my website, I don't care what it is, order anything off my website, go to deletelaws.com. I'm going to send 2 more people the 5A cop card and non-driver card, which, by the way, if you know anybody who hates cops as much as I do and you give them this for Christmas, they are going to absolutely love it. They're going to absolutely love it. Love it. I took a lot of time and effort and energy. And these are like Visa cards, the same size as your driver's license, go right in your wallet. Driver and non-driver, 1 through 6 on both of them. Number 4 on the non-driver is really specific. You know, the cops are always asking you for ID, but they don't have any probable cause. While filming, you say, oh, sorry, that's the driver card. Number 4, God bless it. Cop, those are both driver cards. It would help if I had the non-driver card. I got a bunch of these to give away. The next two people who order anything from my website, I'm going to mail you the 5A cop card, driver and non-driver. So you won't be fumbling around like me, like which one is the driver, which one is the non-driver card. Number 4 right here, cop walks up and says, give me your ID. Cop says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. Hibble versus Nevada, with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. Again, Hibble versus Nevada, 2004, is what the Supreme Court is working against us. But now you don't have to give your identification when the cop says, give me your ID and there's no probable cause. You give them the 5A cop card or you repeat what you see on the 5A cop card. Next 2 people who order anything from my website, I'm sending you the 5A cop card tomorrow. Whoops, sorry about that.
I do. So I do have my license. This is my buddy's car. Okay. So I'll show you. So we have a cop following us. I haven't done anything illegal, so it's not like I'm thinking he's gonna pull us over, but he's been following us for a little while here. He is pulling us over. What the hell? I haven't done anything. That is the weirdest thing ever. I am genuinely freaking surprised. I have no idea why he's pulling me over.
This is the baddest car I have ever seen.
I'm filming a little video here.
It's okay. It's okay. Edit my face out.
Okay, that is for sure.
No, hey, I watch your channel all the time.
Oh, cool, man.
And, big fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
By me.
Oh, so he can't do the regular tyranny that he does to people. He has to now behave because he knows the guy has a big YouTube channel, but he pulled him over to perform tyranny.
And I was like, I don't know how to get up to him and like say nice car. But
it's all good.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Too much of your time,
Thank
Mike.
you. I appreciate it, man.
What? They're shaking hands? You're buddies with the guy who forcefully pulled you over with a gun? You want to be his friend? I don't.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yep.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Gag me with a spoon.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty, folks. Just took one day in the Hellcat to get pulled over.
Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing,
First
sir?
of all, this is my favorite car.
What the flock? Bunch of beta male chump. Bunch of beta males. Just, first of all, let me pull you over and harass you. This is my favorite car, just so you know. Do they all have to talk like this? Can't we have anybody who doesn't talk like that?
Beautiful car.
Thank you.
Got away from you a little bit though.
Yeah.
Do you have your license registration with you?
I do. So I do have my license. This is my buddy's car.
Okay.
So I'll show you his
Oh, that'd be
registration.
just fine. Yeah, that's no problem.
He's a nice officer.
All right, so let me get you on your way. Look, man, the reason stopping the register is going real fast. 65 mile an hour as long as 95 mile an hour at the time. Okay.
95?
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
You're actually speeding up. I stopped it at 95, and that's when I pulled out. I don't know if you got a little faster than that.
Oh, my goodness.
95 at least. These cars are easy to do downhill. I know. Anyway, here's license registration back. Okay. Look, citation will be for speed, which is 95 and a 65. Reckless driving is that speed. Okay.
Here we go. Hazards on.
How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm Sergeant Fury with Police.
How
May
are
I see
you?
your driver's license and vehicle registration?
Sure.
The reason I stopped you is the equipment violations for your tires extending outside your fenders.
Okay.
That's against the law.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I just had them put on.
No. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not agree. You do not agree. You don't agree to that. You don't agree to that. You don't say, yes, that's what happened. You don't do that. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's how you do it. You use this bad chicken. I'll email it to you for free. What's up with you? Like, here it is right here. Go to deletelaws.com. It's $9, but if you can't afford it, I'll give it to you for free. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You say, Fifth Amendment, I invoke the right to remain silent. That's what you do. That's how you do it. You don't agree that you've done something that could give you a ticket or put you in jail. Remember, Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, even the most minor criminal infraction, you can go to jail. And now what have they done with all the traffic codes? Oh, that's criminal speeding. That's criminal no blinker. That's criminal no headlights on. That's criminal following too close. That's criminal that your license plate light doesn't work. And they've done that across the board. You have got to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's how you do it. I created this bad chicken for you. I don't care if you buy it from me or not. I'll give it to you for free. I'll send it to you in email. You print it out yourself. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I can feel my blood starting to boil. I better calm down.
And your license plate cover is also illegal.
My license plate cover?
Mm-hmm.
I
Anything
didn't
that
know
obstructs
that.
the license plate, yeah. It darkens it to read it.
Okay.
Did you just put the tires on, you said?
You just say license plate. Listen.
My license plate cover?
Mm-hmm.
I
Anything
didn't
that
know
obstructs
that.
the license plate, yeah. It darkens it to read it.
Okay.
And your license plate cover is also illegal.
And your license plate cover is illegal. Anything that darkens it, that makes it harder to read for us so we can grab you and ticket you.
License plate cover?
Mm-hmm.
I
Anything
didn't
that
know
obstructs
that.
the license plate, yeah. It darkens it to read it.
Okay.
Did you just put the tires on, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna get fender flares on. That's the
Okay,
thing. I
that's
haven't done that
And
yet.
if you get
so-
the fender flares that cover the tire, then that's legal.
Right.
As it currently sits, it's not legal.
Yeah, I just got
You
it
have the
done. Like
registration that you
I
have to
do.
put in there, you don't want me to see?
Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? It is these jackboot thug pigs' job to pull you over because you have this or that. What the hell kind of country have we allowed to be created around us? It was before we could group assemble together in the mass. It was before we group assembled together in the mass. And now that we can all assemble together and watch these videos together, you and I collectively put a 1 in the chat if you know that this law enforcement agency has to be abolished. We need rights protectors. We need security. We need those things. I agree to that. I'm for that. I agree with the social contract and the rule of law. I do not agree that we need law enforcers driving around going, over the line, mark it 0. Over the line, mark it 0. Put a 1 in the chat if you absolutely agree with what I'm telling you. This is insane. He's pulling him over and saying, oh, your mud flap is this and your license plate cover is this. Are you freaking kidding me? There's real criminals out there doing real crime. This is unbelievable. I mean, I just can't believe it. I'm blown away. And I'm blown away every single day, day in and day out. It's not going any better for him having the back and forth discussion. Let him give you your fix-it tickets and take them and leave. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Make sure that it's on camera. Make sure that you invoking your Fifth Amendment right is on camera. You showed the trifold, you showed the copper. You have to show the camera. In today's world, if it's not on camera, it didn't happen. Do you agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? Put it in the chat. If it's not on camera, the judge takes the cop's word over yours. Agree or disagree? Do you agree? I just want to know from the people in the chat. Do you agree or do you disagree? If you don't catch that jackboot thug pig on camera, the judge agrees with the cop. Whereas if you catch it on camera, the judge can't deny it. Because the judges will cheat you. The judges they're cheating me now. Every single lawsuit I filed, the federal judges are cheating me. It is what it is.
No. You just put the tires on, you said?
You just put the tires on, you said? Now he's going to admit that he did something that was illegal.
Yeah, I'm going to get fender flares on.
Yeah, I did it. Knowing that I needed fender flares, he even admitted he knew he needed fender flares. If he had invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, that wouldn't be happening.
That's the thing. I haven't done that
and
yet.
If you get the fender flares that cover the tire, then that's legal.
Right.
As it currently sits, it's not legal.
Yeah, I just got it done. Like I do.
In there you don't want me to see?
No. My wife has her gun in there. I think.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna open it just to. No, I think she moved it to. No.
Don't reach. Don't reach. This is the reason why I'm showing you guys everything. I'm showing you guys absolutely everything that you need to see here. That's why I give you this broccoli wad rubber band when you get a trifold, so that you don't have to reach. The broccoli wad rubber band goes over your visor. Your trifold goes in there. Your license, registration, and proof of insurance slip right inside the trifold. Everything's rubber banded up in the visor. You're at touchdown position, both elbows up above the steering wheel. And now you don't have to reach for anything. You don't got to reach for nothing. Cop says, "Hey, how you doing today? I'm pulling you over because your mud flaps aren't on your tires. Here's my license, registration, and proof of insurance. Everything I need to provide by law." Well, did you know that your tires are oversized and that they're illegal? I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, officer. At that point, he can't ask you another question, because if he does, he violates his own qualified immunity. I talk about this every day. Why do you think I put this in here? How come you think I put it in? Why do you think it's in there? Just wondering. I put that in there so that you put it over your visor. So annoying seeing people reach across the car with a pig there with a gun ready to shoot you.
You see?
No. My wife has her gun in there. I think.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna open it just to.
Fine.
No, I think she moved it
Don't
to.
reach for it, that's all.
No, I'm not.
If it's not in there, I'm good.
What makes these pigs think that we want to have a shootout because we were driving down the road? It's absolutely so stupid.
No, okay, she moved it to the other truck.
Great. Do you have any covers on the headlights at all? I know you have some on the taillights.
Covers? No. No, those taillights. I mean, if the taillights are illegal, I had no idea about that. Like I have tint on my truck. I'll be honest with you. And the thing is, I put it down just out of respect for you. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that. No,
right.
That's good. That's actually illegal. Anything behind your head can be tinted dark. Anything from the passenger compartment out front has to be clear. This is actually too dark. Here's your cards back, sir.
Thank you.
This is just a written warning notice, as I discussed with you. Just to the equipment violation, gives you 2 weeks to get it corrected. If you put flares on it, that's fine. If you elect not to do that, then you need to change out the tires.
What's up, man? Did you get a call about me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man. I was just doing some snow burnout.
He admitted to it. He told him what he was doing.
I get your. Yeah, thanks, man. See, I live right. Yeah. That truck for a while? Yeah, I mean, I've done a bunch of mods to it. So. Yeah. Now, were you the one that you posted on Facebook? Yeah. Did you get stopped for your tires? Yeah, okay, that was on YouTube. Yeah, yeah.
Why is he talking?
I do that for a living, like do videos.
Why is he talking?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's one of your colleagues. Yeah. No, he's retired now. Oh, he is? Yeah. I mean, I recognize your face when I saw the tire. Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about, right? Yeah. I mean, I got the temperatures on. Hey, man. I'm not even worried about it. I like it. All right, dude. Take care, man. Thanks.
Jake, check your email. Check your email. I just sent you everything for free. You're welcome, buddy.
There's one right over there, but yeah. All right, man.
Ricardo, it takes up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get your stuff, but they all shipped out yesterday, so you should have it. I can't call you.
So I think that they've seen us drive certain speeds, but I don't know. I don't think that they've shot the speed. You haven't been racing in this state.
Undercover cop we passed. He thought we were racing.
And we weren't racing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's close. So we got a visitor here.
Another cop car behind him.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he's pulling up behind me here. He's probably
running hard. Pull it over. I'll come over with you.
Go to deletelaws.com, my brother, with a Z.
all right.
Look at this. They get to do whatever they want to us, and we have to fight back by using our rights. That's our only way. It's a horrible system.
Speed limit that's on the roadway?
70?
70, yes, sir.
Don't answer that question. If you answer one question, then if you don't answer the next question, he's going to say, why aren't you complying?
I'll come over with you.
Watch.
All right.
You know what the speed limit is on the roadway?
70?
Why are you answering that freaking question? Why are you answering that? It's a frustrating day for me because I've been watching these videos this morning. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what you say. You can do it, cop sucky. You can do it where you go, officer, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for pulling me over for no reason. I just want you to know I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Cop says, do you know what the speed limit on this road is? Respectfully, officer, I'm going to invoke my rights and invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Please don't question me any further. You see how they react when I do it. They're just butthurt and don't know what to do because they can't ask me any more questions. So frustrating hearing this guy answer questions.
70, yes, sir. Were you guys racing back there?
No.
Don't answer that question.
We're not racing. We've been driving for a long time. We're just cruising along, so that's all. We're not racing.
Don't tell him anything.
He's asking me if I know what the speed limit is, and I say yes. And he asked me if we were racing, and I said no. We're just driving down from Pittsburgh.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay, so there's an undercover Chevy like Malibu or something. So I think that they've seen us drive certain speeds, but I don't know. I don't think they've shot the speed. We haven't been racing in this state.
Undercover cop we passed. He thought we were racing.
And we weren't racing.
That's part he said. I pulled you both over. I'm thinking, no, I could have kept going. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If I would have kept going, the undercover cop would have probably pulled me over.
The unmarked Malibu that stopped out with us, they caught you guys speeding, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you a warning for that. So I'm going to advise you to get to the next safest location. Yep. All right? I'm not going to babysit you.
Right.
All right?
What? What? He said...
I'm not here for you. I'm here for the car.
Oh, what's that?
Beta males.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah, it's nice. Get you in trouble every now and then. All right, Mike, we made it out alive.
That was interesting. Kind of fun.
We weren't street racing. We promised. We actually weren't.
We weren't.
I mean, we did some pulls in Mexico, which was the Mexico and Georgia.
Yeah.
It wasn't even in Florida.
It wasn't even in Florida.
Why are there sirens on right there, acting like morons? What? Look at these pigs. These guys are all beta males. There's a supercar convoy going through, and so they have to go in with their sirens on. Look at us, look at us, look at us. It's horrible what we've created in this country. Unbelievable. Seth, you won. Seth, you won one of the 5A cop cards.
I'm telling you, man, the whole police force and all of the keys are out to get us. We know.
Check your email, Brian.
The reason why you guys are driving so fast? So I had to be doing 68 in order for me to catch up with you. And when I couldn't catch up with you, I had to turn on my light for you to slow down. Okay. That's how fast you were going. So this is a 45-mile-per-hour zone. How fast?
No. You hear how hopped up this cop is, trying to lecture you and be your daddy, and how he's, you go too fast. I go around here, and I had to go twice as fast. I had to do 60, 70 miles an hour to catch up with you.
So is there a reason why you guys are driving so fast? So I had to be doing 68 in order for me to catch up with you. And when I couldn't catch up with you, I had to turn on my light for you to slow down. Okay. That's how fast you were going. So this is a 45-mile-per-hour zone. How fast was I going? You were going pretty fast, sir. Over 70, sir. Over 70? Yes, because I was doing 68 to catch up with you, sir. Okay? Okay. And there's several people calling, and I had deputies, trying to catch up with you as well, and they couldn't. That's how fast you guys had deputies.
Okay, so take a look at that right there. You guys see that? You guys see where it says at the top of that? Still can't find my registration. Do you see that? Do you see where it says it right there? Everybody can see it. Still can't find my damn registration. He's got a jackboot thug pig outside the door screaming at him. Your registration, proof of insurance, and a copy of your driver's license is all up in your visor. Go to my website right now, deletelaws.com, and get a trifold and put it in your car. Get one for your brother, your sister, your best friend, your mom, your dad, and teach them what I'm teaching you. Everything goes up in the visor right there. Comes with a fat ass broccoli wad rubber band. It goes up in the freaking visor. You're not looking around for something in the dark while there's some pigs screaming at you. Put a 1 in the chat if you know for a fact this cop would shoot this guy in 2 seconds flat. 2 seconds flat. You reach in the glove box, he thinks he sees something that has a shine on it. Boom, he shoots you. Now we got to prove that he didn't think he saw a gun. Remember, probable cause to believe. Your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance go in one slip. If your registration's a great big piece of paper, then you make a laminated fold and you fold it up and you stick it in there. It goes inside your trifold and it goes just like that. Bang, up in your visor. Your phone is in your other hand. You don't reach around while you got a jackboot thug pig at your window. I mean, I want the phone to face you. So I want to see if you get shot in the head or punched or kicked. License, registration, and proof of insurance. You see it right there. He says, I can't find my registration. Why can't you find your registration? How many times has this guy been pulled over on the videos we're watching? He gets pulled over all the time. You don't have your registration and your license? I don't care if you're driving a Lamborghini supercar. You use the broccoli wad rubber band or get a fancy hairband. Maybe get one of those fancy hairbands that the Barbie doll girl wears, and it's got a foo-foo on it, and it's cute. Put that over your Lamborghini visor. Then your trifold, along with your license, registration, proof of insurance, goes right there up in there. And then when that cop pulls over, do you know how fast you were going? I had to drive 68 to catch up with you. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Go to my website right now, get a trifold on deletelaws.com. Unbelievable. It is my mission to get a trifold in every single car in America. Buy one for your dad, for your sister. Get a trifold in your car and teach people what I'm teaching you. Don't be reaching. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that this guy could have gotten shot for reaching around in the dark. It's happening every day in America. Cops are killing people every day. He reached. They have a term they created, so when they go to the judge and the DA, they say, well, he reached. I mean, I'm telling you, you got to listen to what I'm telling you. It's just so yum. Who else is here? KT, what is going on? University of Truth, Jim, Cope Dogged Dogs in a hizzy. I see a Chevy in here yet today. Lenny, what's going on, my brother? How are you? Ghost, what's going on? Good to see everybody. Gregor, good to see you, buddy. I mean, it says right there, can't find my registration. Seth, you won one of the 2 5A cop cards. I'm still waiting for the other winner. Anybody orders anything after Seth, and I'm going to give you a free 5A cop card and non-driver card.
You know, trying to catch up with you as well, and they couldn't. That's how fast you guys are going.
Oh, wow. I didn't think I was going that fast, to be honest.
You were. You
All right.
Driver's license with you?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to find my registration.
Okay.
You think he's pissed now? Just wait till I tell him that I don't have my registration.
Wow.
And I already have like a case in Florida for expired registration. This is unbelievable. It's all my fault, of course.
No, it's not your fault, dude. We should not live in a total police state. Pulled over twice on opposite sides of the country in a 24-hour time span. Ferrari F12 and a Ford F-150. Wow. Pulled over twice in the same 24-hour period. Unbelievable.
You're an idiot! You get pulled over again. I'm punching you right in the face.
Colin, check your email. I sent you all the free stuff. Jeff, check your email. I got a bunch. Jeff, you're one of the guys that won the free 5A cop card. Leroy, check your email. I sent you everything I sell for free. Tony, check your email. Charla S, check your email. I sent you everything I sell for free. If you guys get anything from my website during the live stream, I will email you everything I sell for free.
Oh, that's funny.
A lot of people have like YouTube channels and stuff now, and they're trying to YouTube their stuff. So they're driving recklessly to get it on their YouTube page, to get likes, to get paid, that kind of thing.
That's a lie. He's just making that up.
Afternoon, officer.
Police department. The reason I'm stopping you to speed coming up the hill, you passed me at over 55 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Did you know how fast you were going?
I have no idea.
Perfect.
Why?
Is everything clear and valid on your license?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go check and make sure it's valid, all right?
All right. So what is the citation? How much is the fine?
It depends on your driving history here in the state of California. I don't know what it is. So you have to contact the courthouse at the address down below here, and they may be able to give you more information regarding that.
Well, I've never been pulled over in this state, so what do you think then from your experience?
Again, I don't know. It's totally on a sliding scale as far as your driving history.
And everything was okay with my license, I'm assuming? You did.
I didn't expect to see anything like that.
I almost stole your pen there, sorry.
I just need you to slow down for me.
All right.
Okay. Well, and I have to tell you that I've been here for 14 years, and in years past, it seems like there's been quite a few more issues in the last 2 years than there has been from any other time in my career. A lot of people have like YouTube channels and stuff now, and they're trying to YouTube their stuff, so they're driving recklessly.
He then blames it on people having YouTube channels now, where they seem like they want to show off for views and act recklessly.
To get it on their YouTube page, to get likes, to get paid, that kind of thing.
To get likes and paid, yeah. So I'll tell you this: I have a YouTube channel. I do that for a living.
Yeah.
I promise you, I wasn't doing anything here to get
No. I just we've had already this weekend. We've had 2 crashes in the tunnel. We've had a bike. We had a motorcycle annihilated in the tunnel last night.
Wow.
It totally fell apart. The only thing we could find was the frame, and we think the engine went into the bay.
What?
Over the top of the wall. It was pretty crazy.
Is the person alive?
We don't know. He jumped into a car. Someone loaded him up and took him to the local trauma center. But and then last night we had some major issues in Carmel. There was a road show where people in their Ferraris and Lambos, and they were doing a street show, spinning out in the middle of town, and the law enforcement there could not control it. They had to call for additional help from us.
Oh wow! So we have 3 cop cars pulling up here now. All right, we're being pulled over again.
I have no idea what.
From our house.
Evening.
Your driver's license for proof of insurance, sir.
Have I done something wrong?
We kind of changed lanes back there in front of building without using your turn signals, but more importantly, I was looking at your tires. I couldn't tell if you had any fender flares on. Just looked like they were sticking out.
No, I have fender flares on.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't look like that when I was behind you.
Right.
In fact, they may be a little further still than your fender flares. So do you have your insurance card?
Yeah.
Where you coming from tonight?
We're coming from all the way from Monterey.
We were stuck for like all day.
California.
Yeah, tired as hell.
We were stuck all day.
Come on, man.
We're 2 minutes from our house now.
My biggest thing, make sure you haven't been drinking tonight. That's all.
No.
No, we're just tired as hell from the airport.
Yeah, I think the tiredness I'm feeling is probably worse than being drunk.
That was the insurance.
No, that was the owner's card.
It's here somewhere, honey. Oh, what the hell? Come on, man.
I mean, come.
There we go.
I mean, how many times have we seen the guy pulled over and he's not prepared? You got to be freaking kidding me. You have to be freaking kidding me. How in the world? I don't get it. How do you not have your license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go when you know they're going to pull you over? You know that their job is to pull you over, they think.
It might be outdated.
Yeah, it expired April. Found a new one, get it in the car. Like I said, I was just making sure you ain't been drinking.
Right.
I'm not one to bust humps about the tires. That's part of the reason I did pull you over. The back ones, if you legitimately look at it, they're still sticking out beyond the fender flares. Okay.
You have to be kidding me. Go back and listen to this again.
Found a new one, get it in the car. Like I said, I was just making sure you ain't been drinking.
So he pulled him over to make sure he wasn't drinking. But then he probably realizes he's on camera or whatever, or maybe he doesn't and he just says it.
Right.
I'm not one to bust humps about the...
You're not one to bust humps, but you did pull a man over by force using the color of the law to pull him over, didn't you? Yes, you did.
The tires, that's part of the reason I did pull you over.
Part of the reason I pulled you over is because your tires are slightly going outside of your fenders. We've lost ourselves, people. We've lost ourselves.
The back ones, if you legitimately look at it, they're still sticking out beyond the fender.
If you legitimately look at it, you mean if you sit there and nitpick and try to find something wrong? Is that what's going on here? That's exactly what's going on.
Okay. So, just...
that's PA for you.
A total police state. A total police state.
It's rough out here.
He said mayonnaise was for to make sure he wasn't drinking because the way we switched lanes or something.
No, I don't really know which lane to be. You know, now that I think about it, I don't really know which lane switching he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? Let's just go home.
Oh, here's another cop. Interesting.
Oh, it's not interesting. It's what they do. This cop's going to come up and suck you off and be like, oh, man, I love the car.
We got to take a picture of this shit. I mean, we really haven't done anything wrong.
No.
And he just seems to be okay with it.
For the tire. I mean, I don't know. They must be bored or something.
No, we waste our money on bullshit by these pigs. They don't have anybody. It's all done wrong. The entire system is done incorrectly and wrong.
Whole police force is like pulling up here. I mean, like, come on, man.
Just a warning here for the tires. Like I said, you might want to look into bigger fender flares or whatever.
Just a warning for the tires extending past your fender. Warning you for what? It's so stupid.
So, okay, so that way you don't get jammed up by someone else. All right.
Have a
Welcome
nice
back
night.
from Monterey. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. No, don't blast it for the time. You're an idiot! You get pulled over again. I'm punching you right in the face. I just want to go to bed.
Oh, that's funny.
He's got the sirens on. This pig is pulling him over with lights and sirens on. What do you want to bet that he's not going to be able to find his registration or his license? What do you want to bet? Who's a betting man? Who's a betting woman? What do you want to bet? Just wondering. I can't see how many people are watching on YouTube.
Okay, so we're being pulled over.
Why would he put that? Why would he put that caption? Why would he put that caption? The face you make when you know you effed up. Why would he put that down there?
Okay, so we're being pulled over. We're in Ohio. Let's see what he has to say.
Ohio sucks for police.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. See your license was straight.
Hello is for suckers. Don't be polite to these pigs. They don't give a damn about you. They don't care about you. They don't give a crap about you. That is absolutely ridiculous. Don't say hello. Don't say goodbye. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Don't talk to the pigs. It's that simple.
For the vehicle, please.
Sure.
Where you coming from today?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, where you going?
What?
Marshall Goldman.
You got to be kidding me. Let me take a look at this guy's channel because I just want to, auto vlog, 764,000 subscribers. He doesn't know anything about his rights. He might have a great car. He might be a cool guy. He doesn't know a damn thing about how to invoke his rights.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. See your license registration for the vehicle, please.
Sure.
Where you coming from today?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, where you going?
Marshall Goldman.
Any reason why you going that fast?
How fast was I going?
100.
100.
Yes, sir.
Just so you don't have to be mean, so you don't have to be rude, I did it for you. I already set it up for you. Let me grab a new trifold. I got new trifolds in today. I got the 5A cop cards in yesterday, shipped a bunch out. Is this the new one? That's not the new one either. I don't know where the new one is. Anyway, so I did it for you so that you don't have to be rude to the cop. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. It's right there. So now let's listen to what he says right here.
Pretty good. See your license registration for the vehicle, please.
Sure.
Where you coming from today?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, where you going?
Marshall Goldman.
Any reason why you going that fast?
Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Since when is it any of that jackboot thug pig's business where you're coming from or where you're going? When did you guys have to check in with the pigs to be able to drive to Marshall or Goldman? When did we have to check in with the pigs? When did that happen? I don't remember that happening. Hey, Seth, you're the only one who's won. I've gotten 2 orders today total. Three total. The 3 orders I got are the 3 people who I gave a 5A cop card to. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be fine. If you don't have the trifold in your card, you might not be. I've given away about 200. That's all right, though. We'll just keep going. Seth, you are the other winner on the 5A cop card. Seth, tomorrow, actually today, as soon as I get off this live stream, I'll be sending you, Seth, the 5A cop card and non-driver cop card in the mail tomorrow. Seth, you're going to get both of them. I can't hold another promotion until we get rid of I said I would give away 2. I've only got, so as soon as someone else goes to my website, I will give the other one away.
How fast was I going?
100.
100.
Yes, sir.
Wow. This guy, I just can't believe the stupidity of people who think that talking to these pigs is going to do them any good at all. Any good at all. This is a little cop sucky, so I don't know how long I'm going to last on this. I'm just waiting for a video to finish uploading, and then I'm gonna show you something different.
This is a video made with a
and you could be much more productive. Like the way Elon was describing it, it's like you're going to supercharge your mind ultimately. Yes. Initially, they're going to use
You see that cop?
the bandwidth.
Look at the cop hiding. Look at the cop hiding right there to get you. That's our country today.
You could be much more productive. Like the way Elon was describing it, it's like you're going to supercharge your mind ultimately. Yes. Initially, they're going to use it for people with injuries, spinal cord injuries, and like medical problems. Right. And they're going to be able to like somehow or another activate areas of the spine, which is wild in and of itself.
Oh boy.
Look at that. Look at all those pigs. Look at all those pigs. Oof. Oof. Let me read this to you guys if you guys can't read it. Blue Chevy HHR decided that despite knowing where the state trooper was ahead, he threw his hands up at me off the side of the camera that isn't visible, and he passes me as though I've done something wrong. As I passed the cop and the other offender, the offender immediately jumped out of the vehicle after pulling over, and it looks as though the cop has his gun drawn on him. I really can't tell. Los Angeles.
And it would stop. Go. Are you kidding me?
Just stop. What do you do?
Yep.
Oh my. Wow.
Good. Drunk ass fucking people.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Oh! Yo! Dash cam! Dash cam! Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I love that.
Oh shit!
I can't watch it. I'm sorry, guys. The cop sucking for me has just got me just so messed up. I can't watch it.
Ma'am. Sorry. What? I'm thinking of my mama over here. No.
So she got pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt. As we know, if you get pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt because of City versus Lago Vista, that you can go to jail for not wearing a seatbelt.
I do no drugs, no nothing. Swear to God.
She didn't have her seatbelt on, so now you got to get out, bend over. She didn't have a seatbelt on. That's her whole crime. That's her entire crime. Just unbelievable to me. She didn't invoke her Fifth Amendment right. That's so creepy looking. You got to be kidding me, dude. If you're scared of her, what's he doing with his hands? You can just run your hand around her waistband and know if she has a firearm or not. What's all this handsy-feely garbage? Now she has to pull her shirt up so he can put his fingers in her waistband. He can't feel if there's a gun in there. He's got to put his fingers in her pants. Shake her bra out? This is ridiculous. This is the first of 2 times she'll be pulled over in the same day. Follow her. God, this is so stupid. I mean, what's wrong with people? It says right on your trifold, I'll take no tests. Don't ask me if I've been drinking. No searches or seizures. It says right there, I will take no tests. That way you don't have to say it. You can say, I have invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Cop says, well, we're going to give you a DUI check. I will take no tests. This way you don't have to say it. I will take no tests. This way you don't have to be rude. Don't be, I'm pretty abrasive with these pigs. You have to say, I will take no tests. You don't have to say it. You can show it. It's on the trifold. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Then you let the trifold do the talking for you. You don't let him test you. And there's no consent there. He didn't ask to test her. So there's something called implied consent. She didn't agree to take any tests. He just started testing her. Dude, do not take stupid human trick tests. You don't do that.
Count out loud and look at your toes, okay? Any questions? 9 steps. Bring your left, and your toe steps back, all right? Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Steady as a rock. She's not swaying or anything.
If you want, on this next one, you can take up.
On this next one, you just saw her nail it, toe over heel, 9 steps you asked. She did 9. She did 9 back. And now there's a next one. Once you agree to answer questions, once you agree to be under the scrutiny, if you don't continue, then you're not cooperating.
If you want, on this next one, you can take uphill, downhill, left, right. I don't care. It's up to you, okay? What we're going to do next, you can put your heels and toes together. Stand by your side. Raise one foot. I don't care which one. It's going to be 6 inches off the ground like so. Arms down, both legs straight. You can stare at your toes and count out loud like so until I tell you stop. 2001.
So she was pulled over that morning, and now she's pulled over that night. She must have passed the DUI test that she didn't agree to take. Tinted windows. Your tires are too big. You're following too close. Your license plate light doesn't work. Jonathan F., you have won the other 5A cop car driver and non-driver. Jonathan F., you have won the 5A cop car driver and non-driver. I will be mailing that to you tomorrow. Jonathan F., order number 645. So I got Seth, order number 642, and Jonathan, order number 645. I'm going to be sending you guys out the 5A cop car driver and non-driver. I'll show you guys what those look like if you've never been on my channel before. This is what I'm sending to Jonathan and Seth. This is the Fifth Amendment cop card, driver and non-driver. They are a little bit different. They have different case laws on them. Specifically, one in case you're driving, one in case you're walking down the street and the jackboot thug pigs decide to harass you. Jonathan and Seth, I read your order numbers. You guys have won the next 2 free 5A cop cards. There it is, right there. There's a couple other people hit my website. These cards cost me about $10. So I can't send these to you if you don't get anything from the site. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't. It mitigates my costs when someone purchases something, and then I kind of break even half the time, but then sometimes I'll do okay on it. And so I saw you guys put in requests for Mullen Commission, Wickersham Commission. However, Jonathan and Seth are the two winners of the 5A cop card, driver and non-driver. This is like a credit card, just like a credit card. So that's only 4. And I said I would give away 10. I'm going to give away 10 of these driver and 5A non-driver cop cards. So the next two people who order anything from my website after, let me give you the last name I have, Jonathan F. Jonathan F is the last person I have who won the 5A cop cards. The next two people after order number 645 who order anything from my website, I'm going to send you everything I sell for free. And now I have a little special for you guys that you guys have not seen yet. And I'm going to show a little bit of this right now. Welcome everyone. I'm going to show a little bit of this right now because what you're going to see, this is the breakdown. Oh, I know, Mike. Mike said, I haven't been getting any notifications for any delete laws lately. They have my account. Last month, we did 30 million views. This month, we're down to 7 million. They have this account so shadow banned. It's absolutely unbelievable. It is unbelievable how shadow banned my account is. I can't get a short to do well. I can't get a long form video to do well. YouTube has completely shut down this channel. And I'm thinking about leaving and going to TikTok because I'm just so tired of the shadow ban. At least on TikTok, I know they will eventually delete my account. I know that. However, the shadow ban, Chevy, what's going on, Playboy? However, the shadow ban won't be immediate like it is here now. So listen, anybody who goes to my website, deletelaws.com, and you get anything from my website on deletelaws.com, I'm going to send the next two people after Jonathan F. I'm going to send you guys the 5A cop card and non-driver card. I'm also going to send you this poster in the mail, this poster on your email. There it is right there. This is the unedited history of version. This is the unedited history of the United States. These are all the icons through history. Here's your 3 branches of government. Then you have all the presidents along this black bar right here. This is the lynching graph over here. This is the prison graph over here. And then you have the civil rights fighters from the 1960s. So anybody who gets anything from my website right now, I'll email you everything I sell for free. Go to deletelaws.com, delete laws with a Z, and get a trifold in your car. No, Michelle, they're not going to send out notifications. I think they're going to eventually delete my channel is what I think is going to happen. So, remember, I'm making a big difference. There's so many people now who are invoking their 5th Amendment right. Terry versus Ohio is finally the moniker for half of the people on YouTube. They now know that it's not qualified immunity. It's Terry versus Ohio. And even the naysayers, when I first started on YouTube 2 years ago, are now starting to say, you're right. It is Terry, because it's about a personality thing. It's other personalities on YouTube who are really dunce caps, but I had battles with them. And so there are people who were like, oh no, we're going to back this YouTuber over here. A couple years later, I'm having people come over to me and say, man, you're right. It is Terry versus Ohio. I know it is. It's not that I want to be right. It's just, it is what it is. All right. So now I'm going to show you guys something. This is Chevy. I think I do have a channel on Rumble. I'm pretty sure that I do. So let me give you guys a little backlog about what you're about to see before I start this. So in Michigan, let me see. I get 2 more winners. Let me see. Not yet. I'm waiting. 2 more people order anything from my website, and I'm going to send you the 5A cop card, driver and non-driver. 5A, and this is a hard plastic Visa card. The next 2 people who order anything from my website, I'm going to send you that for free today. You don't have to wait 2 weeks. I'm going to send it today. And all your orders are now going to go out faster. We're now going to be shipping twice a week instead of once a week. So everybody's going to get your orders so much faster from now on, which was a big sticking point for me. So let me give you guys a little backlog on what you're about to see right here. I did, my friend Press with Rancor was wrongfully charged and arrested and charged with a felony up in the Upper Peninsula. I went up there and I started talking to the people of the Upper Peninsula. And what I started to find out was that Lauren Wickman, the prosecutor up in the Upper Peninsula, has been colluding with the police to arrest her political opponents and First Amendment auditors. She's working with the cops. So I made this video. It's going to come out Thursday or Friday. I have it up now. I'm just waiting for it to get greenlit. And then I'm going to release it either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday as soon as the YouTube censors decide that it's worthy and being passed. So I'm going to let you guys watch this. And this has a lot of jumping around. There's a lot of information here, But you're going to see that Lauren Wickman in the Upper Peninsula is absolutely, she's a corrupt prosecutor. So without further ado, I'll show a few minutes of this. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for coming. Welcome everybody to Delete Laws. I would like to specifically welcome in the people from the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Thank you so much for coming. This is going to be very eye-opening for you. You're going to see and hear a lot of things that you didn't know before because so many of you have reached out to me, and true to my word, I will keep you anonymous. I promise you, you won't hear your name. Nobody will know that you talked to me. So I do appreciate all the phone calls and emails. All the truth is going to come out. However, I just want to say to the people of the Upper Peninsula, I understand what it's like to live on a peninsula. I was actually raised on a peninsula, in the Kenai Peninsula in Alaska. What I learned about being raised on the peninsula in Alaska is that it's a tight-knit group of people, that the same people are raised together. The sons take over the jobs of the fathers. The daughters take over the role of the mothers. It's a tight-knit community full of people. I know this because, as you can see, I was raised on a peninsula myself with the same people. To this day, a lot of the people who I haven't talked to in 20 or 30 years, if I pick up the phone and I call them, they'll answer my phone call. We have a connection that I can't describe, what I'm grateful for. So I understand your tight-knit community. The reason I came there is because there's corruption going on there. The prosecutor is colluding with the police to take out her political rivals and to take out people that the cops don't like.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ChilleDeCastro. I'm here specifically because of the tyrannical behavior of the prosecutor in this county, because what she's done, the gentleman standing back here is named Garrett Van Nett. He's what you call a First Amendment auditor. What he does is when you get pulled over by the police, he films you. He films what's going on, because as we've seen in America, the police are attacking people, putting them in torture cuffs, dragging them off to a dungeon. And today's jails are not like we saw when we were kids on TV. You know, the missus would bring you cobbler inside of the jail. No, it's a total dungeon where they treat you horrifically bad. Lauren Wickman, what she has done is she's colluded with the Tardif family, Todd Tardif, Cole Tardif, and sister Paige Tardif. What should happen is Lauren Wickman, along with Cole Tardif, Todd Tardif, and Paige Tardif, should be prosecuted under U.S. Code 18, because this is deprivation of rights under the color of law.
Now, I'm going to prove everything that I just said in that statement, because so many of you have reached out to me. Now I have all the facts, and you may not like me. You may not like that I call cops pigs. You may not like that I have zero respect for the cops or the organization of law enforcement in this country. You could call me a lot of things, but you couldn't call me a liar. You could not call me a liar. Let's get into the gory details of exactly what Lauren Wickman has done and how she's colluded with two different chiefs of police to prosecute, persecute, and take out her political enemies and First Amendment auditors on the peninsula.
Mr. Adamini, I did not bring ChilleDeCastro into town, and I would really appreciate your acknowledgement that I wouldn't know how to get a hold of the guy. I don't think cops are pigs. Todd Tardif has been a lifelong friend, and I support Todd 100%. And I cannot support anything that calls cops pigs. They run to what we run from. And I think if you look at my voting record, you'll see why I can pass that with find me one instance where I voted to defund police or haven't given the sheriff what he wants. You won't. You're going to find complete support for that.
Chille, I really can't support an anti-cop agenda. I've never thought cops were pigs. I have always done my best as a county commissioner to fund them. In fact, all my votes have supported them. So I have no problem with the police or the cops in our county.
That's fine. But at the same time, I'm only talking to you to gather enough information to find out what's going on in your town exactly and why all these problems are happening. I just want to make sure that you'll be willing to talk to me and tell me the truth about what's going on there so I can find out what's really happening.
I will give you the truth, everything that I know of. I'm not going to lie to you because that'll sneak around and stab me in the ass. I have no desire to lie to you. There are some things going on I'm very concerned about, but I may not see things the way you do on everything. I'm not anti-cop. I wouldn't use the word pig, but I'm not blind in my support of police either.
So then we agree to disagree. I don't support police or the organization, but you support police and their organization. So now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about the issue.
I'll try,
okay,
and I'll be honest. The woman that was hollering in at the end, Kelly Vangenhoven, she's the one driving this whole recall thing. And
the reason behind me and tried to pretend like she was my friend. She's Lauren Wickman's friend.
Oh yeah, she is. Her and Lauren are tight at the hip.
this woman here, she ran for county commissioner against David Moyle. David Moyle and I had never met before I came to the Upper Peninsula. So let's take a look at the players of where and why the corruption begins in the Upper Peninsula.
Lauren Wickman's friend.
Oh, yeah, she is. Her and Lauren are tight at the hip.
That's the information I got. So here are the players. Dave Moyle is friends with a guy named Reed Heichman. They've been very good friends. Lauren Wickman, apparently from the people who I've spoken to, has some sort of cozy relationship with Kelly Van Goven. These are the pawns, Dana Van Effen and the colluder, Rob LaMarche. Rob LaMarche used to be the chief of police of Escanaba Police Department, and just wait till you see all the details. So these people colluded together to arrest and charge Reed Heichman with stalking. This is an incredible story.
Reed was accused by Kelly Van Hoven of stalking.
By Kelly. So Reed was accused.
So Lauren Wickman recused herself. It went down state to the state court administrators. It was reassigned to a guy, the prosecutor in Menominee, and he got arrested for aggravated stalking. The prosecutor in Menominee gets the case. He tries to bully Reed into plea bargaining. Then he tries to threaten him with felony stalking, and Heiken's like, go fuck yourself. Eventually, They dropped the case. They dropped the charge.
Does that sound dirty to you? It sounds dirty to me.
I think it was a put-up job anyhow.
A put-up
because
job.
Van Hoven was pretty tight with the chief of police.
Kelly Van Hoven?
Mm-hmm. Good. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that. First name basis.
Mm-hmm.
Chief of police for which police department?
Escanaba.
So let's take a look at this again, and let's read what she writes here. And take a look. Remember, the former chief of police of Escanaba was named Rob LaMarche. And now Kelly Van Oven puts out a post on her Facebook that says, Judy LaMarche is an amazing asset to my campaign team. I've dubbed her my sign lady. I get a request for a sign, tell her, and she delivers it. So we have established how the relationship works. She tells her, and then Judy delivers. Do you know when I'm looking for a sign? Thank you, Judy, for being my sign lady, and so much more. Those words are going to come into play in a moment. So these are the emails that were FOIA'd between Director LaMarche, Robbie LaMarche, as Kelly Van Owen calls him. On the date above, Director LaMarche asked me if I could look into a possible stalking case. Director LaMarche was notified by Kelly Van Goven that she was being harassed by Reed Heiken. Director LaMarche forwarded me the email thread between himself and Kelly to me. For further information, see EPSD incident number 22-5895. And now here is the email thread between Kelly and Rob. I don't know what Kelly sent to Rob, but I do know this guy's name, Rob LaMarche. I do know this is Judy LaMarche. They have a real cozy relationship, don't they? Is Judy Rob's mom or his grandma or his aunt? I'm not sure, but the LaMarches are definitely related as they were raised on a peninsula, and I understand peninsula life. I don't know what Kelly wrote, but let's read the reply. There are a few options we can take, Kelly complaining about Reed. I have an officer stop by and you can file a formal complaint. Our officer would then make contact and have a chat with him laying out your concerns. Depending on how the conversation goes, it may stop him or he may increase his behavior. The report would then be documented with the officer's findings. You could then get a report and attempt to get a personal protection order from the courts to stop his behavior. I can have an officer stop by as in option 1. Upon the conclusion of the investigation, the officer can submit a warrant for stalking. He's telling her in an email, if you want and an officer comes by, we can then put a warrant out for Reed. But for what exactly? Because Reed is David Moyle's friend working on behalf of David Moyle. The prosecutor would review the case and would either authorize or deny the warrant. Then Kelly Van Goven replies, thank you for the quick response, Rob. I appreciate you. After calming down and giving it thought, I would like to proceed. I would like to proceed with option 2, please. Send the officer down and let's get a warrant on Reed. I'm here at my shop until 4 p.m. today or tomorrow, 9:30 until 4 p.m. Now, you may read this and think to yourself, no big deal. She's just emailing back and forth with the chief of police. Are you emailing back and forth with the chief of police? Do you call the chief of police by his first name? Are you working with the chief of police mom for your campaign where you ran against David Moyle and lost? You don't think that Robbie LaMarche there wants to make mommy happy? I do. It's all right there. You be the judge. You decide what you're seeing if you think this is right or this is wrong. He's telling her we can arrest Reed if you just have a meeting with an officer. And she agrees to it. And then Robbie replies, hi, Kelly. Sounds like a plan. Like a plan. Put a 1 in the chat if this sounds real dirty to you. Put a 1 in the chat if it sounds like the prosecutor, the county commissioner seat, like they're all working together. But you're going to find out exactly why Lauren Wickman wants Kelly Van Goven on the county commissioner board in a moment. I'll be sending a detective down to talk to you today. Take care, Rob. Of course, Rob has since resigned. I've also heard that he was ran out. This is the Tardif family that Press with Rancor had filmed. He had filmed Cole Tardif on the street. He had filmed Todd Tardif on the street. And then there's sister Paige Tardif. What does Paige do? She works in Lauren's office. Man, that's really similar to Kelly Van Goven working with Rob Lamarche's mom. And now this prosecutor also works with the Tardif family daughter. I mean, come on. So the Tardif family is completely working against you to lock you up in jail.
Definitely, yeah.
What violent crime have you committed? Where's the injured person or damaged party? What property have you stolen or damaged? So your entire crime here is holding a camera and pointing it at the police. Because number one, going to jail for a day is dangerous. Being sentenced to prison for 5 years. You're going to have to join a gang. 5 years.
If I had any interest in joining gangs, I would have looked into being a cop myself.
So true. So spot on true. I came here to help Garrett, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I want everybody to watch this interview. This is what the thumbnail looks like. Please, it's in the description below. The link is. Go and watch this video so that you understand exactly how the cops have targeted him. It's absolutely horrible. Remember, I only came to the Upper Peninsula because my friend Press with Rancor, who's also a First Amendment auditor, was filming cops on the peninsula. Pay very close attention to the subscriber numbers. He was filming cops on the peninsula. Take a look at the numbers that Press with Rancor was getting by filming cops. On this stop right here, you'll never guess who was on that stop. Gavin Lamarche. Gavin Lamarche is the son of who? Robbie Lamarche. 36,000 views, 15,000 views, getting more views than he has subscribers. 33,000 views, 11,000 views, 16,000 views, 25,000 views. The police would never collude together. They never get off work and talk to one another, especially when they're being posterized and their videos are being seen around the country far farther than just the peninsula alone.
Yeah, that was the guy.
Oh, that was the guy? I'm sorry. What do you mean? What are you saying exactly?
Oh, yeah, that was the guy.
That's the guy filming you.
I've seen his videos before.
You've seen his... Oh, turn off that body cam. That's Cole Tardif after he arrested my friend Garrett Vanette, Press with Rancor, for simply holding a camera and filming him.
Once you start interfering in my traffic stop, then I have the right to give you an order.
Physical act.
I told you to stop right up there.
Interference is a physical act.
I told you to stop up there.
How am I interfering?
I told you to stop up there.
I don't care what you told me. I asked
that
you
is a lawful order, sir.
How is it a lawful order?
Because you're interfering with this traffic stop.
How am I interfering?
You are taking my attention away from them, which are lawfully detained.
Away from
no, you do not.
Oh, yeah.
No, you do not.
Yes.
Sir, if you do not go back up there where I told you to stop, you will be arrested for obstructing.
Yeah, I'll give you one step.
No, back to where I told you, sir.
Of course, Garrett was filming on a 2-lane road. Anybody who's ever lived on a peninsula, we know that most of the roads on a peninsula are 2-lane roads. He had no choice but to be filming on a 2-lane road. Of course, Cole Tardif was already targeting him when he told him to step back. And then when Garrett made any move in any direction, Cole Tardif then said, "You're under arrest."
Stay right there, sir. Do not come another step forward or you'll be arrested for obstructing. I apologize. Oh, wait, you took another step forward, sir. Therefore, you're under arrest right now for obstructing. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, sir.
How am I obstructing?
If you jackboot thug pigs are unfamiliar of a First Amendment auditor, that's all we do. All we do is film you. Garrett Vanette was already a known auditor across the country. Those views are tiny compared to the views that San Joaquin Valley Transparency got on his video where he covered what Garrett did. Those views are tiny compared to what Here's the Deal covered. Those cops were posterized across the country. They didn't like it. They were all talking internally how to get rid of the auditor on the peninsula. So Garrett is known by the police, all the police departments there on the peninsula, which are several. Everybody knows he's a First Amendment auditor. If you guys are unfamiliar with First Amendment auditors, welcome to reality. 52% of people in this country no longer trust the police. So if you're okay with this and you back the blue no matter what, just make sure that Lauren Wickman doesn't dislike you, or neither do the Tardifs, or neither do the Lamarches, because they're all in it together. If they don't like you, you could be next. They put Garrett in jail and charged him with a felony. They arrested Reed Heichman and put him in a dungeon. Just wait, it gets even more revealing. How come it is that Gavin LaMarche was on this stop? Well, there's Robbie LaMarche. Oh, there's Gavin LaMarche. So you got LaMarche Sr., LaMarche Jr., you got Todd Tardif, you got Cole Tardif. Man, it's a family affair. These cops who are getting millions of views of people seeing them and exposing them for the tyrants they are against us in this country, for the revenue collectors and road pirates they're being exposed as being road pirates. And they're all colluding together and talking about it behind the scenes. You heard the video a moment ago. Oh yeah, that's the guy. They got him. Exactly. They already knew who he was. That was a BS conversation for the camera, and then they turned it off so they could really talk about what they did. I just want to show you this. I want you guys to get this graphic. Lauren works with Paige Tardif. Paige and Cole are brother and sister. Tardif has been the sheriff pig there for decades. I just want you to know the picture here. So now let's get into these people colluding to arrest
Lauren
Reed.
threw us under the bus last week because I had her replaced as corporate counsel. Scott Graham is a very good federal attorney, and he is now our corporate counsel. And I keep personalities out of this. Scott's the one that I want working for the people of Delta County because he's extremely experienced in the Sixth Circuit and has a very winning record. And Lauren was our prosecutor writing opinions for the county, wanting to be our corporate counsel. And I'm like, this is nuts. You can't have the prosecutor being our corporate counsel. Who in the hell has their prosecuting attorney be their corporate counsel? I mean, that's fucking retarded.
Tonight, the Delta County prosecuting attorney asked why the county board removed her as legal counsel. The Delta County board moved to do so 2 weeks ago. And now TV6's Escanaba Bureau reporter Barbara Bellinger spoke to the board chair and the prosecuting attorney about the decision.
In a 3-2 vote on September 19th, Commissioners Moyle, Barron, and Peterson voted to replace prosecuting attorney Lauren Wickman with attorney Scott Graham as the county's primary legal counsel. Tonight, Moyle says it is because Wickman and her office are too busy.
Our prosecutor did a lot of good stuff for us. She did what we asked her to do, but she also has a full plate with her office.
She has a full plate prosecuting people for felonies who film cops.
Decision reversed what the board had agreed on September 5th, which had kept Wickman as primary legal counsel. At tonight's meeting, Wickman asked why she was removed.
I know there were some excuses or reasoning thrown out that our office is very busy. We are very busy. We want it out. We would ask to be out. We don't want out because I do feel like this is in the best interest of the people of Delta County for us.
It's not. Scott Graham is a far better attorney than her. He has tons of experience in district and circuit court. She doesn't have any.
Our office to remain involved. And so it starts raising some questions why they don't want me involved.
They don't want you involved because you're not as good as an attorney as Scott is. Sorry, kid. Those are just the simple facts.
Why they don't want me there.
Moyle says he did what he thought best.
Clearly, I think she was not happy with the decision, and it was not about personalities for me. It was about protecting the county with the best service possible in that specific area.
Wickman says, whatever the reason, it needs to be put on record because that's the law.
There's case law as well as reading that first statute, 49.71. You must put on the record a reason for me not being civil counsel. I have yet to hear a reason for that.
Because there's an attorney who's better than you, that has more time, that has more experience than you do in district and circuit court. That's the plain, simple fact, Lauren.
After hearing from Wickman, the board decided to table other civil counsel items on the agenda until further discussion can be held. Barbara Bellinger, TV6 News, Escanaba.
So really, this boils down to David Moyle versus Lauren Wickman. And David Moyle had just won his county commissioner seat. And so who ran against him, though? It was Kelly Van Noven. She ran against him. And if Kelly gets on the board, then Lauren will get to be the civil prosecutor, the corporate attorney for Delta County. That's what this is about. She uses the police to take out her political opponents. The writing is on the wall. You're looking at it.
They hate me because of the Second Amendment sanctuary movement that I started in this county. And, we did it back in...
Take a look at that vote. 3-2 to be a Second Amendment sanctuary county.
I got it. Delta County is a Second Amendment sanctuary county. And I
Hell
did it.
yes. Hell
I
yes.
did it. And, you know, the left absolutely hates it. And if Van Hoven gets in, that's the first thing she's going to do is go after that sanctuary status.
Wow. So you heard it right there. I don't know your politics up there. I'm not involved with it. I don't know David Moyle. He's not a friend of mine. Press with rancors, my friend. That's the reason I'm here. I'm grateful that David jumped on the phone and talked with me. You heard his position. He still backs the blue. So if you get Kelly Van Goven appointed to your board, you can kiss your Second Amendment sanctuary city goodbye. Is that what you want? I have my gun literally 16 inches away from my hand right now. Anywhere I go, I have a gun on me. I've got an AR-15. I've got a pump shotgun. I want my gun. Plain and simple. So if Kelly Van Goven gets on the board, she's going to wipe away that Second Amendment for y'all. You want that? So how do they get rid of David Moyle? They get rid of David Moyle and get Kelly Van Goven put on the county commissioner's board by creating a boogeyman. This is kind of a long segment right here because Reed is going to explain exactly how Lauren Wickman colluded with the Menominee prosecutor, Kelly Van Goven, Robbie LaMarche, to arrest him and turn his life upside down.
Hey, Reed, my name is ChilleDeCastro. I have a channel on YouTube called Elite Law.
Yeah, I know. I saw you Tuesday night.
Okay, I'm a civil rights activist. All my calls are recorded. Everything I do is on the record. I'd like to talk with you a little bit about the wrongful prosecutions that you face and what you dealt with up there in that county.
All right. I'm a good friend of Dave. And during the last election, got involved in his campaign. In the process, I made a few enemies, one of which was Kelly Vangenhoven. And she's kind of the ringleader of most of this crap going on currently. She lives outside of the county or outside of the district. She has a family home out there. Her husband, who you actually talked to, the big tall guy, kind of chiseled jaw and so forth. All right. Anyway, they live out there. And she was running in Dave's district, which is not where she lives. People complained about it. We called the state police. The state police did a very much bullshit investigation. I guess they went to the house, knocked on the door, and it was sort of like, hey, do you live here? Yeah, okay, you live here. And we know better. So Kelly lives down the street from where my shop is. And what I would do is night or evening, I was driving by down Ludington Street, which is the main drag through town, and taking pictures of the building dark, and then would go around the block and drive down the public alley and take pictures of that as well. Go to building a case, we go to the state police and say, we go by this place, there's never anybody here. I never left the street or alley, okay? Never got out of the car. I was on a public thoroughfare. Kelly didn't like that and used her connections with the former chief of police here in Escanaba and had me charged with stalking.
For simply investigating if she lived in the county or not.
Right, and driving on public street and the public alley. Okay, so I never even got out of my car. So they arrested me for stalking. Where the county comes in is it was sent to, after the Escanaba police investigated it, it was sent to your friend Lauren. She referred it to the Attorney General, claiming that there was the possibility of a conflict of interest. The reasoning behind her conflict of interest was that Kelly Vangenhoven was a candidate for public office. So there was a possibility of a conflict of interest. Okay, I didn't know candidates are somebody special because my first comment to them was, well, I'm a candidate for president of the United States. Anyway, they arrested me, charged me with stalking. When I was arrested,
Did they put you in torture cuffs and take you to the dungeon?
yeah, but in fairness, because we don't agree on the police either. I mean, I'm not going to get into that argument with if you want to sit down
You're
with me
welcome.
and
You're
talk
welcome
about
to
it.
say whatever you like, Reed.
Right.
You're not gonna. I'm not going to agree with everybody on everything, but
Right.
you're welcome to have any perspective
Right.
you like. That's what makes America great.
Right. Did they come and arrest me? Yes.
And you still
So
have
actually-
a positive position on the police?
And I still have a positive position on the police. Yeah,
Fascinating.
they're doing a job. Yeah, I get it. They're doing a job. They were very civil about it. They
Put
came
you
into my
in
store.
torture cuffs was really civil. How did those torture cuffs feel?
Well, they were nice enough to put them in front of me.
Oh, they put him in front of you?
Yeah.
Wow. That copper that I talked to there, Jalise, whatever his name was, he said he did put the cuffs in front of some people, and that's a first step towards decency at least.
Yep.
But the truth is that if he had said to you, hey, Reed, you're under arrest, you're on camera, are you going to come with me, or do we have to put cuffs on you and drag you down? What would you have said? What would you have said to him?
I prefer not to be in the cuffs.
Right. So you would have agreed to being detained and agreed to going to jail without fighting the police.
Right. In fact, I told them when they got into the shop and they said, hey, we got a warrant. And they showed it to me and I said, look, I'm not going to fight with you.
My point is, though, Reed, you still have a positive position on police, and that's fine. I agree. We need security and protection. However, we don't need the torture cuffs. Most people who are rational, once they're put on camera, it's called the Hawthorne effect. You can look it up. Once you're on camera, your behavior changes. With the threat of, if you agree to be detained and then you violate that, the judge could charge you with a felony, and you're going to be on camera the entire time. That will make people say, okay, I'll go with you. But instead, we have this barbaric policy of you have to go in torture cuffs. And there's my problem. Do I really hate all individual police? No, I don't, Reed. I do not. I do not hate some of the men and women I've met who wear a uniform, and I've met thousands over the last few years. I don't hate them all. What I hate is that they agree to those policies and procedures and they don't challenge it. That's what I hate, Reed. I hate that. How could you be a good person and say, I'm going to put torture cuffs on people, even if they're going to agree to go with me? And if you're too scared to bring someone with you without them being shackled, then you shouldn't be a police officer. You see my position now more clearly?
So just a quick shout out to Jeffrey Rogg, the Menominee prosecutor. Are you starting to see a picture now, Jeffrey? Let me give you guys a little bit more information. Jeffrey Rogg, the pig-sucking prosecutor he is, he has threatened Reed to refile stalking charges as a felony. Well, Jeffrey, you dunce cap, this journalist over here in Southern California has just broken your case wide open. Doesn't look like Reed was stalking Kelly. Looks like he was seeing if she lived there because they were in a battle for the county commissioner's seat. Jeffrey, you arrested him. You signed off on the warrant. You put him in the torture cuffs. You had him taken to jail. You dirty pig sucker. Let me tell you something, Jeffrey. I raise money for a lot of people around the country, and we sue lots of people, Jeffrey. You better know your place, son. Your place is to uphold our rights, to uphold our civil liberties, not to work as an arm, as a political hitman for Lauren Wickman or Kelly Van Goven. And that's what you're doing. There's a little bit more here. I'm going to keep going.
In the meantime, Reed turns in a complaint about a good friend of Kelly Vangenhoven's, whose name is Joel Kaplan. And Kaplan was stalking Reed. So that went on Wickman's desk. Wickman said, I can't prosecute this. She turned
Who's
it
Joel Kaplan? Who's Joel Kaplan? Who's Joel Kaplan?
Kaplan's a local libtard who's a good friend with Kelly Vangenhoven.
And then Dana was the drunk, annoying girl.
Dana was the drunk pig, yes.
Okay, and so then what happens to Kaplan?
Well, nothing right now, because when Escanaba Public Safety brought it to the prosecutor's office, the prosecutor said, I can't touch this. And so she recused herself. It went down to the state court administrators. They assigned it to the same guy that tried to prosecute Reed.
So Jeffrey Rogg, are you going to prosecute Kaplan, who's actually stalking? He's actually stalking Reed, going to his house, following him for 45 minutes at a time. Reed was just seeing if Kelly Van Goven lived in the county where she was competing for a county commissioner seat against his friend, David Moyle. But there was no stalking. You live on a peninsula. Everybody on the peninsula. I'm from a peninsula. You're from a peninsula. We know you're not going to stalk down and attack or kill anybody on the peninsula without everybody knowing it was you. So, Jeffrey, why don't you stop doing the bidding for political hitmen and actually do your job, bud? I would love for you to put a felony on Reed. We'll raise the money and we'll sue you for wrongful prosecution before the trial begins. So I have one more point on this. Kelly Van Goven is not a public figure. You're not a public figure just because you run for office. That's ridiculous. Her engagement is predominantly with Delta County residents, reflecting a community-centered sphere of influence, not a public figure's broader reach. The content she shares strictly pertains to local issues, indicative of a citizen's concern, not a public figure. There is an absence of recognition from wider media, suggesting her impact is local, not extended. Her advocacy, such as recall initiatives, is a citizen exercising her rights, not a public figure seeking widespread influence. Her actions are targeted towards specific local issues rather than influencing public opinion at large. Media attention is intermittent and confined to her political activities, not the ongoing attention seen by public figures. Without holding any official government position, her capacity to affect policy is limited, differentiating her from established public figures. In essence, Kelly contributes to local government. Her activities do not accord her to the statute of a public figure with her influence beyond Delta County. So then you start to say, why did Lauren Wickman recuse herself? Is she connected to Kelly? She is connected to Kelly. How is she connected to Kelly? Rob Lamarche's mommy works with Kelly. Lauren contacted Rob to arrest Reed Heichman. And then Lauren punted it down to Jeffrey down there in Menominee, and Jeffrey Robb, he prosecuted Reed. Are you starting to see what's going on there? You're not a public figure, Kelly. You're an itty bitty person, and outside of Delta County, nobody knows who you are. You're not a public figure. Lauren recused herself because of the cozy relationship between Kelly and Lauren. That's what's happening there.
Go for Reed.
Hey, Reed, this is Chille. How are you?
Okay, what's up?
I was just kind of wondering what's going on with you have a hearing coming up in December.
Yep.
This Kelly woman is pressing against you.
Right.
She's trying to file for a restraining order, a protective order.
Right. Order of protection.
Now, I talked to David earlier, and he said that when you were investigating where she was living at to see if she was eligible to run for county commissioner, you had just walked by her house and filmed and videoed, and then you had taken those findings to the state police.
Drove past.
What's that?
Drove past.
You drove past Kelly.
I never even got out of my car. I drove past on the street, past the front of her building, and then in the alley behind. Never stepped out of my car.
Put a 1 in the chat if it's looking like total corruption by the prosecutor colluding with one chief of police to arrest Reed, colluding with another chief of police to arrest Garrett Vanette, also known as Press with Rancor. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see it, that Lauren Wickman is trying to have her political adversaries taken out.
And then you took those findings to the Michigan State Police. Is that correct?
The plan was to take them to the Michigan State Police.
Okay.
I never did.
Okay.
Okay.
And so then after you got arrested, went to jail, went through all that, then she's, even after the prosecutor in the other town dropped the charges, she's still filing a protective order against you?
Very next day.
Why? Didn't the prosecutor let her know that you were not stalking her, that you were investigating her to see if she lives in the county or in the district?
I had said so, and it was in the report that I had said so. You know, the detective's interview of me. I probably shouldn't have done it, just not talked to him.
Didn't seem to help you, did it?
Anyway, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Didn't help you, though. Put you in jail,
No.
didn't it? Didn't you go to jail?
Well, yeah, I ended up going anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got an ankle monitor, right? So it seems like these are just a group of people between you, Kelly, this other guy, Dana.
Yeah.
Right, but everybody's just kind of spying on everybody else, and then the people who can use the law against the other ones are using the law against the other people.
They're using the law against us, per se, more so.
I can see that, but what I'm saying is that is what's going on. There's two groups of people, both of which one in power, out of power. One group wants power, the other group is in power, and so they're using law enforcement as a means to try to get their agenda accomplished or to try to clear the players off the board.
Right.
It's just whether or not you want to be honest and admit that your buddy Todd is the same part of the group of people who's working with those women to arrest political opponents or activists who film cops. If Kelly is doing it with Rob, then how's it so hard to believe that Lauren, who works with Paige Tardif, is doing the exact same thing with Todd Tardif and Cole Tardif? This is a complete and utter battle for power and money. It has nothing to do with David Moyle or any individual relationship between people. It has to do with this group over here wants power, this group over here wants power, these people are in power in that group, these people are in power in that group. This group is trying to get their people put in power where the other group already has power. That's what this is about. The whole thing. She wants Kelly on the board so she could be the corporate attorney.
Yeah.
If she gets Kelly put on the board, she'll get to be corporate attorney over Scott
Graham.
Okay, so let's talk about this for just a moment real quick. So it's pretty easy to see that Kelly buddied up with Judy LaMarche and Rob LaMarche to then have Reed Heichman arrested. So Jeffrey Rogg, I hope you're paying attention, buddy. That's what happened. That's what happened. And if you have not been arrested and gone to jail, if you have not been taken away against your will, put in torture cuffs, gone through the booking process, gone through the jail process, gotten bonded out of jail, then had that first day when you get out, that first night where you break down crying as soon as you leave jail, and then you go through PTSD the next day as soon as you see a cop, then you couldn't possibly understand me. You couldn't possibly understand my friend Garrett. You couldn't possibly understand any of it. And to claim to claim that you have been arrested and you have gone to jail when you have not is so irresponsible and reckless. It's the true height of what a narcissist is. Someone who can openly lie constantly, and still feel as though they're a righteous and good person. And I'm talking lying constantly.
I tried to get a PPO order on this Dana Van Effen. We supplied 97 pages of evidence. She called my employer and said I was a pedophile. And when they blocked her, she called I'm a teacher. I teach blind children. And, she tried to get me fired from my job. Well, I passed every state background check there is known to man. Anyway, I got a court date against Dana Van Effen, the drunken pig.
Nice. When is that?
May the 13th, November the 13th, and it's at 2 in the afternoon. And she contacted my boss's boss and just started saying a bunch of lies about me. But, whatever. People are either going to believe it or not.
So do you think Dana Van Effen would lie about everything constantly? Let's look into that for a moment and just see how many times she lies about me or to me, and I'm not even from there. Lots of people sent me screenshots of what Dana Van Effen was posting. However, what I care the most about is the truth. And she wrote here on one of her posts about me, of the hundreds of posts she writes about me, Chille live streamed the incident, and according to viewers who saw it beforehand, he made it private. He did not have the trifold or 5A card that he's constantly marketing with him. This is me being pulled over in Wisconsin when I was leaving the Upper Peninsula and driving to the airport. You read what Dana just wrote, that I didn't have my trifold on me, that I teach people to invoke their Fifth Amendment right. That way you can take control of the stop and control of the pig.
Hi, I'm Corporal with the Philadelphia County Sheriff's Office. The reason I pulled you over is you don't have any tail lights on. Is there any reason you did not pull over when I activated my lights?
That was a question.
4711.
That's the trifold that I carry with me always, and I teach my people to invoke their Fifth Amendment right.
Here's my license, my registration, and my proof of insurance. Here's the insurance. Here's the rental car agreement. And my driver's license is right here.
Where's your driver's license?
Well, didn't I just say it's right here?
Yeah.
Let's see how you do. Let's see how you do, Waylon.
Is this your current address on Santa Monica Boulevard in California?
I plead the Fifth Amendment.
There it is again that Dana lied to everybody about and said I didn't have it on me. She lied when it's on video. When I put this video out and thousands of people have already seen it, Dana lied so brazenly.
Okay.
If you ask me another question, you're violating my rights, and I'll file a lawsuit against you. Write your ticket, do what you're going to do, but don't harass me any further. You have every relevant information you need. Go do your job or I'll sue you. Get the hell out of my face. There's everything you need. Go.
There's the trifold. Dana.
Go on, go do your job.
I would like to give you your insurance card back.
I'll take it.
And I will give you a rental agreement back.
There you go. Where's my license?
I'm going to have your license for now.
I'm sure you're going to put it in your pocket because that's how you guys behave. But I just get my license back. It'd be great. I need to go about my way.
Okay.
So surely that couldn't be it. No. When I was there on the Upper Peninsula filming, I filmed Dana, and I asked Dana if she'd ever been arrested, put in the torture cuffs, and been through the process. And then she lies again. Yes, I lied. She admits. I've never gone through the criminal justice system. Let me tell you something. Dana, I'm holding back the puke, because if you haven't been arrested and gone through the process, you have no idea what it's like. Remember, I'm not a felon. I'm not a recovering drug addict. I've never robbed anybody, stolen, assaulted someone, beat a woman. I've never done any of those things ever. So then why do I have such disdain and rightfully indignant against this government and these police? Because I've been arrested. I only had to get arrested once at 18. From there on out, I hated them. Now, you heard me earlier. I don't actually hate people. I'm a person. I got a mom and I got sisters and brothers, and I'm just like you. But I'm rightfully indignant. And Dana lies right here. I've never gone through the criminal justice system, but when some California guy comes up to demean and hurt our law enforcement, who are neighbors, family, and or friends, I'm absolutely going to back the blue. How cozy is Dana's relationship with police? And yes, I lied. Well, let's listen to her lie on camera. And let's see how cozy she is with the police with the rest of Lauren and Kelly.
That's your opinion. Have you been arrested?
Yes.
Have you been to the dungeon?
Yes,
really?
yes,
You've
yes.
gone through trial?
Yes.
Okay, so how'd it go? It was fine.
Oh, right. Fine
know
for
what?
you.
All
Must
cops
be
are
nice.
bad.
Must be nice. Must be nice, lady.
You know what?
You have to identify yourself, dude. You're breaking the rule. This is what I'm talking about. There's a rule of law.
Did he just say, come on, Dana?
Must be nice, lady.
You know what?
You have to identify yourself, dude. You're breaking.
Nice, cozy relationship. If I wasn't on camera and I didn't know my rights inside and out, it would be me in the torture cuffs.
The rule. This is what I'm talking about.
Now
There's a
let's
rule of
watch
law
him.
and you're breaking it. I said to identify yourself and you.
I think his name was Kaczynski or something like that. Look at him violate the rule of law. He's supposed to identify himself, people. That's the rule. If you break the law, what happens to you?
Did not. That's terrible. You're supposed to identify yourself.
Oh, no. Where I go, cops get fired. Where I go, cops get fired. When you go, you would have been fired. Oh, your dad's a pig. Your dad is a pig. And you're an asshole. I don't care.
And you're an asshole. Well, let me own it. I am an asshole. But what I'm not is a liar. What I'm not is a criminal. I don't need you to like me. I don't care if you like me. So I don't need to lie. Dana Van Effen lied 2 or 3 times about me on video in public. You're listening to her? You want your Second Amendment stripped? I don't need your approval to be me. There's the difference between me and a lot of other people. I just want the truth. And the truth is coming out every single day. Every single day.
Why don't you look at what they do, lady? Look at what they do.
Why don't
They're
you look at
terrible.
what they do?
They're terrible.
They are terrible.
Thank you for stopping that man from attacking me.
Just go away, guys.
No,
You're
you
just
go away,
causing
bro. I'm just
disruption
letting
here.
you know. What about the videos of him being stalked and harassed? What about those? Do we care at all about what he's gone through? That's why I'm here. I didn't come here to fight that guy. He just ran into me.
5 years. They want
It's
to
a
put
felony
Garrett.
for holding the camera. He's being charged with a felony for holding the camera. Do you care about that? I don't want to fight anybody.
Thank you.
What about him being arrested? A felony for holding the camera. You represent the cop.
What does that have to do with us? I thought Garrett was us. I thought you just said you cared about the community. I'm showing you how the prosecutor has colluded with a failed attempt to win the county commissioner seat. And now they targeted Reed Heichman and arrested him. And I'm showing you how Garrett Van Nett, pressed with rancor, was exposing police on the peninsula and filming them. And they didn't like it. And Lauren Wickman colluded with Todd Tardif to have him arrested.
I was a federal police officer, nothing to do with him.
You read up there and said how cops are good, and they're not. Cops are terrible.
You guys
In general.
Take a look at the scene. There it is. You got Gavin LaMarche and you got Robbie LaMarche, and then you got Todd Tardif and Cole Tardif. Let's not forget that Paige works in the prosecutor's office. You may not like me. You may not like that I call cops pigs, and I will continue to do so until we change the policies and procedures and protocols of using slave cuffs, torture cuffs from the 17th century on free American citizens who have not been convicted of a crime. Until somebody who decides to join the pig force stands up and says, wait a minute, everything's on camera now. Why can't we just tell people you're being detained? If you don't come with us, the judge is going to see it and you're going to get a felony. Do you want us to tackle you and put you in the torture cuffs and shackles, or are you willing to come with us? How many of you would go with the cops? Put a 1 in the chat. Most of us. Put a 1 in the chat. Most of us. That's my issue with the cops. And oh, by the way, when I was 18, they put them on me so tight, my hands turned blue. You understand? You only got to go through it once, Dana. It's horrible. You know, I've been pretty known for a couple years. I have troll farms that investigate me. I've done a lot of things in my life, but I have no victims, and you can't catch me in a lie. Because when there's thousands and thousands of people who follow you, you can't lie. And if you do, like Dana has done, you lose your following and people leave you. You have to be the most upright standing citizen there is when you're an actual public figure, not a wannabe public figure like Kelly. You have all the facts now. I think this is the end of the video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the end of the video. So you have all the facts. The $1 million question is, are you going to be blind to the facts? Can you not see that Robbie LaMarche's mom is working with Kelly Van Goven? Thank you, Judy, for being my sign lady, and so much more. My connection to your son, who's the chief of police. Are you going to ignore the fact of Lauren Wickman saying that Kelly Van Goven is a public figure and she has to punt this down to Jeffrey Rogge? Are you blind to that? Kelly Van Goven is not a public figure. She's simply not. I know this because I've sued lots of people for defamation. I know the actual structure that is required to be a public figure. Are you going to ignore the emails? They're right there. We have FOIA'd Paige's emails and Lauren's emails and Rob's emails and the chief of police, who used to be the chief of police, Todd Tardiff. We FOIA'd all their emails and we can't get them because there's an ongoing investigation. I guarantee you, once all this passes, we're going to find similar emails about Press with Rancor. You may hate me. You might not like me. You may not approve of my methods until it's you. And then you're calling me and you end up with one of the hundreds of emails I get every day that says, Chille, please help me. And then they send me 16 paragraphs and videos and inserts and Google Drive, and it can happen to you. If you allow this to happen to Garrett, if you allow this to happen to Reed, are you next? And as you remain silent, who's going to come to your aid? Nobody's going to believe you. Lauren, with her little group of cronies, has decided that you are a felon. There's no recovering from it. There's no coming back. I'll see you in court. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators. So there it is right there. And that is the preview of that video that I'll be releasing probably on Saturday. I'll promote it a little bit for the people of the Upper Peninsula so that they can see that Lauren Wickman clearly is colluding with the police there to arrest her political opponents or to take out First Amendment auditors that the cops hate. Garrett Van Nett, Press with Rancor, had created such a buzz of all the pigs in that town that other auditors who have really huge channels were covering his videos and they were getting millions of views on the videos. So the cops wanted to get rid of Garrett from the peninsula. And so then they colluded, the Tardiff family, Paige Tardiff, who works with Lauren, colluded with her brother Cole and her daddy Todd to arrest Garrett Van Nett and put him in jail. And they charged him with the felony. You saw the entire crime that Garrett did. Standing there holding a camera, he's being charged with a felony. It's absolutely insane, and it has to stop. It has to stop. So after Seth, I've got another winner for the 5A cop card. After Seth, let me read this name real quick. Let me find it here in my list. I got another winner for the 5A cop card. After Seth is going to be, I'm sorry, that was after Jonathan F. After Jonathan F. would be order number 646, Lewis T. I can take a screenshot. It is what it is. Lewis T. Lewis T, you have won the 5A cop card. Let me get your thing and get it like this. Oh, Christine, you just missed it. Christine, you just missed it. Christine D, you just missed it. So listen, if you go to my website right now, deletelaws.com, I will email you everything I sell for free if you purchase one thing. Go to deletelaws.com right now. It's Delete Laws with a Z, and get this trifold and get it in your car. And you have to say the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Here is what Lewis T has won. He's won the 5A cop card, driver and non-driver card. There are two cards. That's the non-driver. That's the driver card. They are different. The non-driver card has that number 4 on it. You know how you're walking along or you're just minding your own business and the cop walks up to you and says, let me get some ID. You say, oh, no. Let me give you my ID. It's right here. And then you say number 4. Cop demands ID, says he has RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No ID is required. Hibble versus Nevada with reasonable articulable suspicion. Citizen must state how they ID, not give your ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. Go to my website right now, order anything. I don't care what you order. I'm also going to give you guys this poster, which has so much information on it. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I'm telling you. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to give away 2 more. I'm going to give away 2 more of these. 2 more. Let's do 3. The next 3 people after, let me give you the name because I forgot to do this last time. That's how we'd, Lewis T, you're next. Lewis T, you got the card coming in for free. But after Christine D, 652, the next 3 people who order anything from my website, after Christine D, order 652. Let me refresh my back end so I can make sure that there's no one after Christine. Okay, Christine D, I'll take a screenshot of Christine D. This is the last one I've got right here. There's Christine D's last order. So the next 3 people who go to my website and purchase anything, I don't care what you purchase, I'm going to email you everything I sell for free. Then I'm also, tonight, I'm going to mail you the 5A driver and non-driver cop card. And this is an actual credit card. The next 3 people who order anything from my website, I'm going to send you the 5A cop card driver and the 5A cop card non-driver card in the mail for free. For free. What's the matter, you? What's the matter, you? Yeah, Javaro, they are printed on both sides. It's a process. So if you're driving the car and you get pulled over, you just follow the process 1 through 6. Cop cited, you start filming, invoke your First Amendment right, and then First Amendment rights held up. So in the black is what the cop does, in the yellow is what you say, and then the navy blue is what the actual law is, not what the lies the jackboot thug pigs will tell you. So when you get pulled over and you're the driver, if you don't have the trifold in your car, which if you purchase anything from my website, I'm going to email it to you for free. If you request this for free, I'm going to email this to you for free. I would prefer if you bought something because this is a business that I run. But at the same time, if you can't afford to purchase anything, just contact me through my website on the inquiry form and I'll email you everything I sell for free. There's been dozens of people today who I've emailed. I mean, I did over 200 emails today to people and like 10 sales. So do that ratio. That's 5%. 5% of you people in the audience will buy my products. 5%. The other 95% of products that I distribute are for free. So you folks who are able to purchase the $9 trifold or the $30 trifold or the 5A cop card. And by the way, you can also get the 5A cop card from my website. It's only $10, but then you have to laminate it yourself and get it printed out. Either way, though, if you order anything from my website, I will send you everything I sell for free via email. You got to print it home. You know, am I pretty clear on this? I keep getting so many contacts of people who send me their mailing address and say, hey, send that to me in the mail. I cannot ship things off to dozens and dozens of people. I can't. It's not possible. There's just no way. Do you hear the numbers? I gave away 200 today and sold 10. If I gave away one thing to every person who contacted me, that would be, I would spend my whole day putting envelopes together and sealing them and sending them out. So, and then we do have a fundraiser tonight for John Felax at 6 p.m. So that's only in 3 hours. In 3 hours, I have a fundraiser for John Felax. 3 hours, I have a fundraiser. So the next 3 people who order anything from my website, this is a credit card. This is like a hotel key. The next 3 people who order anything from my website, I'm going to mail you in the mail. I'm going to actually put this in the mail for you and send it. I now have them all. I now have them. I took over the shipping because it was taking too long. So I hired a guy. I have him in office and I do all the shipping now. Here's all the 5A cop cards and non-driver cards. So you got to go to my website right now while I'm live. If you can't afford it, just hit me up on my inquiry form on deletelaws.com and I'll email it to you for free. Listen, I can't mail it to you for free. Don't be silly. But you can take the 5A cop card and go down to Kinko's, laminate it, and get it printed out yourself. Just like that. Just like that. It's the non-driver card is amazing because of number 4. What's the matter, you? I hope I didn't miss you. What's the matter, you? I hope I didn't miss you. What's the matter, you? A little bit of personal information. Today was the 8th day of my all water fast. This morning, I broke my fast with a fresh pressed juice. It was just spinach, celery, carrots, a tiny bit of ginger. I can't remember if there's broccoli in there or not, but it was only greens. I broke my fast with all greens this morning at about 10 a.m. or so. So yeah, I still am, I can't have any solid foods for a day or two after you fast for 7 days. Like I just got done fasting for 7 days. It was, Mike, I got you, man. I got you. I saw you. Mike, did you check your email? I sent you everything I sell for free in the email. Mike, check your email. I sent you everything. So after Christine D, let me see what we got. Let me see if I have 3 winners after Christine D. I do not. So, alrighty then. Just one, Kevin R. Kevin R, you are the next winner of the 5A cop card. Kevin R, you are the next winner of the 5A cop card. So let me do this while I'm here. Let me before Kevin, I'm also sending you the poster. I'm also sending you the 5A cop card. I'm sending you my ebook. You have to print these things out yourself, but I'm sending them all to you right now. You're going to get them all. So then let's do this because I have just a couple minutes left. Let's go over to my favorite page. And hopefully this doesn't trigger me and send me into some horrible, horrible place, because as you guys know, when I see this stuff on the internet, it really drives me crazy. The next 3 people who order anything from my site, I'm giving you the actual physical copies of my 5A cop card. Okie dokie. Let's keep going. There it is. We're on my favorite stream of Reddit, which is police brutality. There it is. Cool, 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 cool. I already saw this one. Pittsburgh cop who was convicted of touching 4 boys is found dead in a cell. Philippines police officer charged with kidnapping of missing beauty queen contest. Boy, I told you, cops are beta males. Portland City Council seeks to par down future police oversight board, make it less. Wow. Oh, we saw this one yesterday. You guys remember this one yesterday? I showed it. They demonetized my video yesterday.
Welcome back to Power Hungry, where we take a look at stop people from seeing the video. On April 11th, 2021, Wright, a 20-year-old YouTube Dante Wright. This video will probably be age restricted, so please like, comment, and share so YouTube don't stop people from seeing the video.
Oh, they do it to me every day, brother. Every day my videos are demonetized. Every day.
On April 11th, 2021, Wright, a 20-year-old Black American man, was fatally shot in Minnesota by police officer Kimberly Potter during a traffic stop. Wright was driving a white 2011 Buick LaCrosse that was registered to his brother. They were on their way to a car wash. Kimberly Potter was a passenger in a patrol car with a trainee officer who observed Wright's vehicle signaling a right turn while it was in a left-turning lane. The trainee officer also noticed that the vehicle had an expired registration tag on its license plate and had an air freshener hanging from the car's rearview mirror, a violation of Minnesota law. At 1:53 p.m. local time, the trainee officer initiated a traffic stop of Wright's vehicle on 63rd Avenue North near Orchard Avenue and called for backup. After pulling the vehicle over, the trainee officer approached Wright's vehicle. Wright provided his name but did not have a driver's license or proof of insurance card. The trainee officer returned to his squad car. Meanwhile, Wright phoned his mother. Potter's supervisor arrived on the scene, and the officers ran Wright's name through a police database. They learned he had an open arrest warrant for failing to appear in court on a gross misdemeanor weapons violation for carrying a gun without a permit, and that there was a protective order against him by an unnamed woman. The officers decided to arrest Wright and ensure the passenger was not the same woman who had the protective order against him. After several moments, Potter approached Wright and the trainee and unsnapped her handgun holster. She grabbed a piece of paper from the trainee with her right hand, then moved it to her left hand. Wright, who was unarmed, began to resist arrest, struggled with the officers, broke free, and stepped back into his car. The supervisor had the passenger's side door open and reached inside to prevent Wright from putting the car in gear. The trainee officer on the driver's side attempted to prevent Wright from obtaining control of the steering wheel. Potter, who had her taser holstered on her left side and her gun on her right, said, "I'll tase you," and then at 2:02 p.m. yelled, "Taser! Taser! Taser!" The supervisor released his hands from attempting to restrain Wright. A second later, Potter then discharged her firearm instead of her taser, a single time using her right hand. The bullet struck Wright in the chest. Wright, who had driven off after being shot, traveled for about 470 feet when his vehicle collided with another near the intersection of 63rd Avenue North and Catherine Drive. After the crash, one officer approached Wright's vehicle with a gun drawn. Another officer checked Wright's pulse and, after detecting one, administered CPR while they awaited the arrival of paramedics. Upon arrival, the paramedic crew took over Wright's care, but further attempts to revive him were unsuccessful, and he was pronounced dead at the scene at 2:18 p.m., 16 minutes after being shot.
I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll be able to show this. I may have to cut this off, y'all. You know that. Check your email, everybody. I just sent off another 40 emails to people. Check your email. I mean, look at that. You got to turn around and break yourself. And these guys just get to walk up and put you in torture cuffs. He didn't need to be in torture cuffs 5 minutes ago. Why does he got to be in torture cuffs now?
You're under arrest, Dante.
For what? Look at Ponytail on the scene. She's going to end up murdering him. There she's going for it. That's it. That's all I can show. If I show anything else, as you know, they're already trying to delete me from YouTube. Oh, you got the email? Right on, you guys. Listen, if you guys contact me during my live stream or you purchase anything during my live stream, I'll send you everything I sell for free. I mean, apparently I'll do it a lot. I mean, it's I can't believe my ratio, to be honest with you. Are that many people broke, or am I a sucker that I'll give away my stuff for free? What do you think? What do you guys think? Am I a sucker, or are that many people broke? Sucker or broke? Put that in the chat. Am I a sucker and I'll give everything for free, or is that many people broke? I just want to know what you guys think. God bless you, Josh Almighty. God bless you, brother. I'm super happy to give you guys everything I can give you. You know, it's kind of like what my job is to do, is to be the shepherd and use my knowledge, charisma, and gusto to take on the police state, prison state, death state. That's literally my job. That's literally my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. There's so many people who are struggling, and you know, that's the way it goes, man. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're up, sometimes, man, lots of people are broke. Wow. Both broke. Lots of people broke. Lots of people broke. Wow. I'm a 5%er. Thanks, Mark. Mark's a 5%er. Yeah, no, I think that's the ratio, is about 5%. Because I mean, I did over 200 emails today and I did 10 sales. So I know that that's the ratio. Oh, who was the other winner? There's another winner of the 5A. Didn't I say I was going to give away? I didn't do 3 sales, so I can't give away 5. I can't give away 3 people. It was Kevin. Kevin was the other person who won a 5A cop card. So Kevin, you are the other wiener. Kevin is the other wiener. Kevin, I'm mailing you the 5A cop card, brother. I'm mailing you the 5A cop card. If I said your name and you have your order number, shoot it back to me, because I didn't do a very good job keeping track today of the free ones of the 5A cop cards. I was so busy clicking in the background trying to give away as many as I possibly could. So let me know if I said your name and you won. Shoot me a copy of your order form so I know it was you, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep track. Dan Hanlon's a 5%er. Listen, I'm going to get off, not because I want to. I could easily keep going. I'm only 2.5 hours in. It's that I have another fundraiser tonight at 6:00 for John Felix. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's the matter you? I never got it, bro. What's the matter you? I never got it. Send it to me. I never got it, bro. What's the matter you? All right. All right, listen, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Chevy, Vendetta, Tom, what is going on? What is going on? All of my pay apps are at the bottom of the videos. My Venmo is at ChilleDeCastro. I put that right there for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, Tom. God bless you, dude. God bless you. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. So we got to do a fundraiser tonight. I don't know, man. With I don't know. It's gonna be tonight. I'm optimistic we can get to that $1,000 mark for John Felix tonight to pay for the other second half of his attorney. So I'm hoping that we can get that $1,000 raise tonight for John Felix. I didn't mean to. Yeah. So in just over 2 hours, let's do 6:30. I'll call John Felix and I'll have him do 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, because I need 3 hours in between to work on Constitutional Law Scholar. I got to keep on work on. We don't stop. We don't stop. What's the matter? You forward it to me, dude. Put your name on the subject line. What's the matter? You Keep you calm, brother. I got you, dude. I got you. Sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the bug. Melena, good to see you. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, Dan Hanlon. Good to see you guys. Kevin, I'll see you later tonight. I'll see you guys. I need 50 people with $20 each tonight to fill John Felix's lawyer, to pay for his lawyer. Wanda, all right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. See you in the next one. Later, Gators.